Quick content warning, we hear zombies going on. We're not classified as family friendly. Our content is not technically meant for young viewers and or children. This video stream may contain profanity, crude humor. Other humor may be inappropriate for children under the age 14. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're well, I hope you're awake, I hope you're hype, and I hope you're excited. What is up to all of my lovely peeps? I'm very hype. I have something fancy for you guys today. I'm very excited. I'm also very, very tired, which I keep telling you guys that, but I've been more tired than usual due to stuff and things, and Thanksgiving was chaos. It was good chaos. Yes, I have a holiday Overwatch sweater. I'll be breaking out all my gaming-related holiday sweaters, which I don't have many of, but I'll be bringing them out as we do streams over the course of the next month. So, yay team. Look at this pretty box! It is completely sealed. Never been opened, never been touched, never been used before. And I'm very excited. Did you have a turkey? Yes, we had turkey. So how are all you lovely guys, gals, and everything in between? How are you lovely peeps today? I hope that you are well. I hope you're ready to see some cool stuff. I'm going to be sharing with you guys not only the contents of this box and showing you all the pretty cards, but I'm going to be telling you a lot about Digimon as we go through this. You did touch. I'm going to be telling you guys about the different cards, what different pieces of art may be referencing, because I've been looking at the card art for this for a long time. There are crap tons of Easter eggs throughout the entire series of Digimon wrapped up in this beautiful, lovely box, and I can't wait to show it to you all. I am literally screaming here right now. Like, I need to get into this. I've had some friends who have helped me out. It's how we got this today. We've also got something I'm obsessed with. I do have a few cards, and I love them because they're Pumpkinmon. There are a lot of Pumpkinmon. My intention by the end of this is to fill up an entire binder with Pumpkinmon, because people keep giving me Pumpkinmon, and I'm very excited for it. Burb is currently sitting and chilling in his cage. We may let him out after a little bit. I don't want to risk him, well, pooping on the cards, because he likes to hop on my card mat, and I don't want to risk that. This will give you many Pokemon. So many Pokemon! I am so hyped and excited for this. Okay. So who's ready to see what's in the box? Who's ready to see what's in the box? Now, for everyone who doesn't know, this is a brand new card game. This is a card game that is technically not out yet. Like, it's not official. They're not doing the official run. This is a pre-release of these cards. It'll be officially running starting in January. And before you pull the alt art on Omnimon. So this is a new card game to me. I have just recently learned exactly how to play the game. And I do plan on relatively soon doing a how to play the game. This won't be like those times where I play Hearthstone or Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I'm doing a bajillion things you guys don't understand. No, I'm learning this as y'all are too. So we'll actually be able to show y'all some really cool stuff with this. Digimans, Ethan, Digimans. Tired 2, my baby nephews slept over last night and wouldn't stop crying. Oh, I know those feels. Digimon on Switch is like 24 bucks. I do plan on playing that during the Weeb Saturdays on Twitch. I do have the Switch version. I have played part of it on PS4 when it came out, and it was fantastic. It was phenomenal. It was essentially Persona meets Digimon. If you like Persona, then Cyber Sleuth's a game to check out. It's definitely a cool game to check out. But, okay, I've made you guys wait long enough. I have waited long enough. I've been sitting and staring at this box for hours. So I say it's time to open it. Let's put this over here and let me hit the button. Also, we made a new camera setup so y'all can see stuff a little bit easier. So I can sit here and just be able to grab a card and be able to like, ta-da, look at this pretty thing. So I can actually show you. It almost looks professional when I do this kind of stuff now. Yay! Should do Pokemon unboxing one day. Pokemon is a card game that has been very hard for me to stay in tune with because, for one, it plays on the locals areas that play it, and they play it constantly. They play on days that I don't have off and that are harder for me to get to the shop, and it's harder for me to get the cards that I want for it, because I always have expensive taste when it comes to Pokemon. I've thought about doing Pokemon unboxing. That could be a thing eventually. Hiei? Is Hiei here? I haven't seen Hiei. Did I miss something? And hello, Brian. Where's Hiei? Did they donate today? I haven't had a single donation thing pop up. Hey, did I miss something? If I missed something, let me know. Oh yeah, this list down here, that list down there is from that list of stuff down there. That's like a continual timeline. First off, I got to pull out my Crest of Courage. Crest of Courage for good luck. I'll put that right there. I've got my Swanky Orange deck box, which I'm very excited for. It's not often I grab new equipment or anything like that, but Swanky Orange deck box. I didn't think we were going to be able to get this, but thanks to a couple of friends of mine, we were actually able to still do this. So I'm very hyped and excited for it. I know this is going to be really completely dumb. I know that most of you are going to have no idea what I'm doing, but I cannot wait to dive more into this. There's Hiei! How are you? How do you do? I also got a matching orange book. I'm very excited for this matching orange book. Look at it. It is so pretty. It is so pretty. It is so small. This is because I have absolutely lovely friends that help me out and find me really cool stuff. I even have orange sleeves that I have not opened yet. They're the Katana brand sleeves. I'd heard good things about them, but I haven't tested them out. And Hiei, thank you very much. Can we get some love in the chat for Hiei? Yes, it is pumpkin orange across the board, aka Crest of Courage orange across the board. I'm very hyped and excited for it. Look at that pretty. This was actually a gift from my brother. This was a groomsman gift from my brother. And I actually have all the different crests. They all come off. But Courage has always been the one I've stuck with. Oh, I'm so hyped and excited. I am so hyped and excited. I'm going to turn the music down a little bit so you can hear me better, because even though I will still be close to the mic, I will not be as close to the mic as I usually am. So my audio will be kind of meh, and I apologize for that. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. Boxes. Stop that. I have so many boxes on my desk from preparing all this stuff. There we go. Put that there. Move this here so I can see all you lovely peeps. No, you don't. We're going to lock that into place. Huzzah and excitement! Excelsior! We'll remove the chat over here so I can see everything, so I can talk to y'all a little bit easier. Yes, this is a Christmas remix. This is from my Christmas Monster Cat playlist. I would say this is probably too small for your cat, but my cat would try to fit inside of it. And y'all seen how big my cat is? This is bigger than this is not bigger than my cat's butt. Excelsior! All right, so we're gonna get into this. Now, what's really cool about this is this is a release special booster. Let me see if I can get that in there. So this is like one of their like starting out boxes. This is the 1.0 set. We'll be getting 1.5 in January, which will be giving us even more cards on top of what's already in here. And because of this, these have better pulls. If you can get your hands on one, do that. If cats are liquid. And how have you been, Dark Ray? Swanky looking box. Swanky looking box indeed. I also really like this swanky looking box. This is the deck box for when we put the stuff in, because it has a spot for dice counters. It has a spot for the deck itself, and it just goes together. It's shiny! I'm a sucker for shiny. I've always liked Ultra Pro deck boxes, and I've always liked Ultra Pro books. Not sponsored by Ultra Pro or Katana or Digimon, but I'm listening if you're there. The pulls are saying confirmed. Yes, I got to watch a couple friends go ahead and open some of these, and I already knew most of what was in the packs anyway, but I got to see some of the pulls for this today while sitting and chilling with a couple of friends, and oh my god, it is absolutely freaking insane. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. I don't want to mess up the swanky box. I don't want to risk messing up any packs. Now the cool thing about these is that they also come with bonuses. They come with a couple bonuses in them for getting them. So we're going to see what the bonuses are for this one. What cool pretties we managed to get. Put that trash can. Okay. And the reveal. It comes with an alternate art of one of the tamers from the series, which looks like we pulled Sora, which this is really cool. This is done from the new Digimon cartoon series, the remake series they've been doing recently. So that's really cool. I like the art I've been seeing for most of these. I did wind up getting a couple other really cool swingy things because I got the box early. So you got the box early, they gave you a booster pack that came with some swanky stuff. So we did manage to get Metal Digimon. We got an alternate art tie, which is what I wanted. Even though it's alternate tie black, I need alternate tie red for what I'm running. Eventually, I will need this. And then Agumon Boy! It is so pretty. I love him. I love him to death. I'll take him out, let y'all see him. Ta-da! Okay, so we got that. We got this. Let's see what else we pulled. You get a super swanky silver booster pack that comes with, if I remember correctly, 2 cards. Yeah, this comes with 2 cards that are limited only to these booster boxes. That's the only way to get them is through these boxes. So we're gonna see how it goes. What did we get? Did we get anything good? I'm not a fan of this style of booster pack where you gotta like pull at the little tear tabbies. It makes it easier to get in, but at the same time, I always feel like I'm gonna like bend my cards when I pull from them. We got Garurumon Blue, as well as Garurumon. Now this is really cool. These are taken from, at least the art for this one, like the inspiration for this one, from what I found out, was taken from the Digimon episode, which is the first appearance of Garurumon with Mad, which is really cool. I like these because they're really pretty. I don't know if I'm going to use them. I'm not running a lot of blue. I'm going to be running either black, which has mostly machine-type Digimon, purple, which has mostly dark-type Digimon, like Pumpkinmon, or red, which has mostly dinosaurs, especially the Agumon family line. So we got those. And let's go ahead and we'll pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull out 10 from the box and move the box out of the way so you can see as we open and what we pull from them. Go ahead and put Sora over here. Okay. I've also got my clear matte sleeves for anything we pull that might be super swanky. So, okay. For everybody whom of which has watched an unboxing of cards, especially if you've been watching the latest Pokemon card pack unboxings lately, you always know there are certain cards that you're always hunting and looking for. The ones that we're looking for, me personally, what I want is the alt art for Lilithmon, but the Holy Grail, the card that's worth the most, the card that everybody's screaming about, and the card that if you pull, you get to be the God Weenie, is the alternate artwork for Omnimon. Pulling Omnimon, period, is worth a good chunk of change, but from what I've been hearing and what I've been seeing for the English release for the alternate art for Omnimon, aka the Charizard of, which winds up being basically the Charizard of these packs as far as rarity and whatnot is concerned, that is close to $200 in value. So that's the one that, like, if you get, oh my god, you've pulled the grandest card ever. But we're gonna see where that goes. Did you pull another one? Because I saw the first one you pulled. Digimon is a good show. Digimon is one of my favorite cartoons from my childhood, as well as some of my favorite video games. I always like the storytelling in them way better than I did in most other series. Okay. Now with these packs, the rare's all the way at the back, so we're going to be going through and looking through each individual card as we go through. and I'll be explaining little bits and pieces and trivia about the cards as we pull through. Digimon anime better than Pokemon anime? Hands down. Digimon anime was probably one of the better animes. Like, as far as, like, the monster-catching genre of anime, Digimon, like, did it better, like, a million times over, because the story was not afraid to tackle very heavy subjects, such as, like, it tackled things like depression, it tackled things like, it tackled weird things you don't see, like divorce and adoption and stuff like that in it. Like, it covered so much stuff. Apparently got his hands on 3 alt art Omnimon, and he got me an alt art Kintarosmon? Kintarosmon? How do I pronounce that one? And hello, Chucky! Now, with the good, though, while I'm sitting here talking about the good, we also have the bad. We have Numamon. They're really low-level, technically bad Digimon. Now, there's no such thing as a bad Digimon. There are ways to make Digimon better. Centaurismon, okay. You have ones like Numamon. His entire thing is throwing poop. That's what he does. He throws poop. You get a Digimon like this one, or Sukamon, or Nanimon, or a few others, whenever you treat a Digimon poorly, when they don't meet certain Digivolution requirements, when they're treated bad, when this is what you get for unhealthy. This is unhealthy Digimon turn into this. I know a lot of people have some love for this really derpy little dude, but, like, I cannot stand this thing. The Numamon throw pink poop. That is what they are good for. It depends on which game they're in, if the poop's pink or not. If you play the original Digimon game on PS1, which is Digimon World, it's not pink. It is very obvious poop. It is very depressing. We pulled a Hornbuster. This would be Mega Kabuterimon's ultimate attack, his main attack. I like the art they used for this. It almost looks like he's coming right out of Digivolution for this one. For those of you who don't know, Kabuterimon is the family line for Tentomon, which is Izzy's main Digimon, the holder of the Crest of Knowledge. I always really liked the Kabuterimon family line. One of my favorite things ever is remembering when I was a kid, remembering Kabuterimon fighting Andromon, which was the first ultimate level Digimon they encountered. And it was freaking insane. We have Sukaimon. This is essentially, Digimon was notorious for always, like, trying to make more Digimon than what Pokemon existed, and to make more reasons for certain things to turn out certain ways. Sukaimon is essentially a dark variation on Patamon, which I know a lot of you guys know who Patamon is. Patamon is the little orange and white wing, bat wing thing that turns into Angemon. Well, this was kind of like its polar opposite. And Digimon did this a lot. It was something that, like, as a kid, I thought was really cool. But as an adult, I began to hate. Because, like, Vegemon has, like, 5 different colors for it. And most of them aren't that different from each other, except for Red Vegemon. And the only difference between Vegemon and Red Vegemon is the fact that one's red and one's not. We have our first baby Digimon. This is Pagumon. Actually, with my little Digivice I've been playing with recently, I actually am raising a Pagumon. Pagumon are known for being super cute, but super freaking devious and super vicious. They evolve into a Digimon called Gazumon, which is a bunny rabbit. They're a cute, adorable bunny rabbit. Yay, team! They're not cute and or adorable. They're mean as hell, but they can turn into some crazy stuff. They turn into a lot of dark Digimon and machine-type Digimon, if you believe it. You know why Numamon's name was different from the others? Numamon? I've always known Numamon as Numamon. Hey everyone, I adopted my cat today. Hell yeah! Red Vegemon can learn minor fire attacks. Also, punches leave a spicy taste if they can leave a hit in the mouth. Indeed. I mean, I know there are differences, but for the most part, it's just a color variation. Is your name pronounced Rui? Rui is tired? If I have messed that up, please by all means let me know. Tell me where I mess up. I will be more than happy to fix and remedy whatever I mispronounce. But welcome! How are you? I'm opening some Digimons. We've pulled Muchomon. This was another one they made a lot of different color variations on. The original one for this was Penguinmon, and they started making ones. This was actually based on like a Sun Conure, which is really cool. Awesome! Well, welcome! Come, sit, chill, have some coffee, which sadly I don't have coffee today. I have not made coffee yet. I said screw it, we just went for some G Fuel because I don't want to risk pouring coffee on my mat or my cards. Because if anyone's going to do it, it'll be me. Okay. Essentially, he's based on a Sun Conure. He's a tropical bird style Digimon. He can turn into some weird stuff, but I'm going to be honest, this is one that's like a lesser known Digimon. You see him a lot in Digimon World for the PS1. You find him on the beach a lot. We got Atomic Ray. This is the main attack for High Andromon. Unsuspend one of your Digimon with blocker, aka you get to block again. This was a really the Andromon series of Digimon were always really cool because, like, as you would see him go from Andromon to High Andromon, you'd watch him go from being like this almost zombie-like humanoid machine into when he gets into High Andromon, where he's as original Andromon, he's falling apart. He's falling to pieces. He looks like he's had some rough times, man. And when he evolves, he loses most of his human components and becomes like this almost perfect-looking machine. And I absolutely love him. Alright. Speaking of Kabuterimon, we have one here. This was Izzy's main Digimon. Evolved from Digivolved from Tentomon. And with the crest of knowledge, he winds up turning into Mega Kabuterimon. This dude was so freaking cool. He's like one of the ones that I remember the most throughout the entire series, just because of his freaking fight with Andromon. Because it was so, like, badass and out of nowhere, fighting an ultimate level Digimon who's just stomping everybody into the dirt. And he comes up, and he finds the black gear that's stuck in his, I think it was stuck in, like, his leg or something, and he manages to blast it with oh, what was the move? It's not Electroshocker. Electroshocker is Tentomon. But basically, he blasted apart, and it was really cool. Kami! Hello! How are you? The cat is watching Cat TV as I'm working and watching you guys. Awesome, awesome. We got Metal Greymon. Now, Metal Greymon is one that I've seen, like, a bajillion different, like, versions of in this set so far. There are so many freaking Metal Greymon, apparently, in this set. But I'm not complaining. I love Metal Greymon. This was always one of my personal favorite Digimon. I thought he was really cool. And don't get me wrong, this guy was like everybody's favorite Digimon. I know that. I just don't care. That one looks dope. This one does look dope. But there's one I'm hunting for. There is one I really want. There is a secret rare in this set that has the exact same original blue coloration and card art from the original game over 20 years ago. And I want that damn card so bad. It's expensive, it's rare, because it's a secret one. It is ridiculously hard to get. Did you pull that one after you went to the other place? Because the one you had has the same Metal Greymon, but the background's not the right one. Because there's two versions of that card. Because I actually... If you buy the starter deck, you get a set of boosters. You get a booster pack with the starter deck. So I do have a secret rare card. I got incredibly lucky because I was just like, you know, it's just one pack, it's just derp, and then I scream like a small child because I am one. Essentially, it's this. This is a secret rare card, and it's in the blue Metal Greymon. Super pretty, except for the background of it is completely different. And it looks even cooler than this one. And that's what I'm looking for. Thought everyone's favorite was Andromon. Oh wait, that was my favorite. Andromon was like, for a long time, was my brother's favorite. Andromon and Garurumon were my brother's favorites. Andromon was my dad's favorite. And Andromon and Androwomon were Zombies' favorites. for me, like, it was always like, but for a lot of my friends and for myself, it was always like the machine style Digimon, the dinosaurs, and then I was the weird kid that loved all the bad guys. I loved all the bad guys. I loved all the dark Digimon. They weren't necessarily bad guys, but I loved all the dark Digimon, like Pumpkinmon. Holy shit, Pumpkinmon, man! Like this was like the start of like my pumpkin obsession. Was this Digimon? Mega Blaster. Okay. Okay. So obviously there's a shiny card in here. So we got Metal Greymon. We have Radiation Blade, which is for War Galmon, which was Season 3, which was the Gyomon family line. As we pull more cards for that, I'll get more into them, but man, Season 3 was or Series 3 was probably the most fucked up by Digimon standards. Like, oh my god. We have Kawagumon. This Digimon used to actually legit scare the hell out of me. It has no eyes, giant pincers, giant teeth, and all it does anytime anyone sees it or anything in its family line, like, it just wants to kill them. Like, this thing's just angry all the damn time. Oh, and all these also come with a time counter. When I do show you all how to play this game later, this will be important. Yeah, this thing scared the living bejesus out of me as a kid. I couldn't understand why, because it was just a cartoon bug, but, like, it bothered me. And I love beetles, and I love the beetle this thing is based on, but I hated this Digimon. I was terrified of it as a kid. Alright, here's our rare. You can tell a rare card, it's going to be harder to show up on camera, but you can tell a rare card by the gold foil that'll surround the picture and the numbering. This is something I actually have a problem with in this card game. Rare cards in this card game. Let me see if I can show y'all with this one. Rare cards in this card game, which it also affects the holofoil cards in this card game, wind up having, if you look at them, light imprinting right along here and along the corners. So and it's not highly visible, but it's visible enough, especially with just the basic rare cards, that if you don't play with sleeves, you could be cheating. You'll know you have a rare card coming up or a super rare card coming up. So you'll know that you have usually more powerful stuff coming to your hand. Terriermon is adorable. I think, if I remember correctly, Terriermon is probably one of Ethan's favorites. Okay. Here we go. We got our first shiny card coming up. Now, according to what I've been seeing from most people, most boxes can have anywhere from like 8 to 10 shiny cards in them. Seeming like on average it goes to 9, so we've got one behind this one. And we're going to see what we got. Andromon was also a favorite of mine, but like, Andromon was Husbando before I knew the word. Legit, no joke, I get that. For me, it was like, the waifu was always Lilithmon. I liked Lilithmon a lot. Or Lilymon, not Lilithmon, Lilymon. I like Lilithmon, and Lilithmon is now the waifu now. Ooh, Lilithmon is the waifu now. But back in the day, before I even knew what waifu meant, Lilymon was like one of my favorites. Speaking of, alright, let's go ahead and put the rare off to the side here. This is really cool. Okay, our first pack actually pulls something really cool. This is Rosemon. Now, Rosemon is someone we don't see ever in the original, like, Digimon series. I can give you 2 reasons why. But no, this was the Digivolution for Lilymon. This was, for Mimi and Palmon, her Digimon. This was her Digimon's final form. Though it technically does have another form beyond it, if I remember correctly, called Platinum Rosemon, where it's white. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've done anything involving Rosemon. But Rosemon is a very pretty card, a very deadly card. Known for using, and Hiei, you'll get a kick, or not Hiei, Kami, you'll get a kick out of this one. Their main weapon is a Rose Whip. I know nothing about Digimon, but this looks really cool. Kami, I saw that! But, stick around. I'm explaining a lot about the different Digimon and Digimon lore. I know a lot of people, when they do these card openings, kind of like buzz through, because they're expecting most people to know everything there is to know about Digimon when they show up. And for the most part, that's usually how it goes. I know for me, there aren't a lot. I know that a lot of my peeps may know some about Digimon, but probably don't know everything. They probably let it drop off the radar somewhere. Correct name for Rose is Rosemon Burst Mode. Also, Rosemon does make an appearance in Digimon World 2. I know that she makes an appearance in Digimon World 2. That is her first appearance. Well, that's her first video game appearance. And it's her first Western appearance. Her first appearance in the States. But she didn't appear, but that's because the games can get a T rating. There were a lot of things that appeared in the games for Digimon that didn't appear in the series till years later in the States. And a lot of stuff that didn't get censored. Put that up there. Let's see, pulls, shiny pulls for there, we're going to go over here. So we have them off to the side. Rare pulls are going to go over here, off to the side. And the commons are going to go over here. I'll sort through them later. Now, I know that first pack took forever to get through. As we wind up getting duplicates of cards, I will wind up going faster because I'll be skipping ones that are duplicated. But I want you guys to know about it. Like, if y'all get tired of that and y'all just want me to buzz through packs, start letting me know. I'll start buzzing through them. But I thought you guys would probably enjoy the extra information and the weird info on Digimon. Alright, let's go ahead and remove that. The little time card thingy. You'll have a bajillion of these. You have your Christmas tree set up. We set up our actual full Christmas tree on the 13th of December because that is Zombe's birthday. That has always been a tradition for us, and it's one that we intend to keep. I'll be setting up the mini Christmas tree on the desk tomorrow. I was going to set it up today, but I wasn't feeling 100%. I'm still very, very tired. So, in between that and wanting to do this and needing all this desk space, because this took up most of my desk to do, the tree will, the mini tree for you guys will be up here tomorrow, and I will be putting all of my Weeby ornaments on it because I am a walking 5-year-old. Like, I got my Yoshi, and my DeLorean, and my, well, I say Weeby, but my nerdy ornaments. I got, like, my Nintendo controller and all that other good jazz. All of that will be on here tomorrow. Have lights set up and our tree up, but no ornaments yet. Now, see, we don't do ornaments. We don't do lights outside. We just essentially do a tree at our house. You saw nothing. I saw everything. It's kind of hard to remember some Digivolutions, especially if they change between seasons or something. Well, see, that was one of the cool things about Digimon. Okay, and they actually incorporate it into the card game fairly well. Do I have? Okay. You see, this is a rookie card, and this is a baby card, and so on and so forth. A lot of times when it comes to Digimon, a rookie could turn into like 20 different champion Digimon. So they kept that in the card game. As long as like the color up here matches, you can Digivolve into the next level from that. Digimon Digivolution was weird, and it got even weirder in the video games. And the virtual pet, because like Agumon could turn into Devimon, Meramon, Tyrannomon, of course Greymon, he has a whole menagerie of stuff he could turn into, and that's the way it worked with a lot of Digimon. Like they just had a bajillion different ones. It wasn't the fact they changed them in between series; it was the fact that there was just more forms that Digimon could take. And how it Digivolves depends on its tamer, and it depends on how the tamer raises the Digimon. It can be affected by the Digivice itself, its weather conditions, all sorts of stuff. Like, think of, you know how you have, like, Galarian Vulpix versus normal Vulpix versus Fire Vulpix versus Ice Vulpix? Well, for Agumon, there's Agumon, there's Ice Agumon, there is Black Agumon, which is Dark Agumon. There is Toy Agumon, which is Agumon made out of fucking Legos. It all depends on where they're at and the conditions around them of what they'll be, and then depending on what those traits and attributes are would determine what they would turn into. And then there was also like a clear one. So Pokemon TCG terms, in this card game, a basic can evolve into multiple different stage 1s. Yes. Basically, all that I have to look for is when Digivolving, you see that right there? I need to find a level 3 Digimon, which would be anything in the rookie level. Find a level 3 Digimon of this color, which is red, to Digivolve into it. It would cost me 2 memory to Digivolve into it. Yeah, what is up, Fuzzy Dragon Cosplay? How are you? Togemon has a clear and a black form. Yes, I know this. Yeah, there were tons of them. So yeah, that was always something weird in the Digimon series. Now, in this card game, it's pretty much they can Digivolve into any champion, and the advantage of that is being able to attack with it earlier, or being able to, as well as getting to draw an additional card, because you get a bonus every time you draw a card. Or every time you Digivolve, you get a Digivolution bonus, which is drawing a card, which is always appreciated. Always good to have an extra bonus. But you can actually, it's also because they get a cheaper cost this way, you can actually say screw it and just pay 5 memory, which kind of works like your mana or energy in this game, and just say screw it, just put him on the board and just say he is here. But he can't attack the turn you do this, and you don't get the Digivolution bonus of drawing a card. Now this one is Flareezamon. I'm not very familiar with this one. It barely appears in the cartoon. It appears in the video games a lot as like a basic antagonist Digimon. Like you see it, it's kind of like a grunt. It's kind of like running into a Rattata that's a champion level. So it's like running into a lot of Raticates. That's the easiest way to explain it. It's like running into a butt ton of Raticates. But it's more powerful than a Raticate. Interesting enough, Toy Agumon Clear can armor Digivolve it with the Golden Digieggo Destiny. I remember hearing that, but I've never seen what it turns into. I don't remember where I heard it, and I thought it was a joke. We have Liamon. Essentially, it's a lion. This is one of those Digimon that didn't really look like a Digimon to me. It just looked like a Disney knockoff every time I saw it. I don't really know how you wind up with this Digimon. This is another one that was kind of newer in the series, and like it's not like anybody's main Digimon. It becomes Mailbirdramon. One of my most hated Digimon? Why? Legumon. Which sounds like legume. Which makes me think think it's made of beans. Oh my god. And Leomon does exist in this card game, so hopefully we'll pull some of him. And you're sleepy? I am very sleepy, Fuzzy. I am sleepy. I'm tired. I'm worn out. Electmon. Now, this is one of my favorites from the TV series. He's a rookie level Digimon. You wind up meeting him in the first season of Digimon, and he is the protector of Digitamas, which are essentially baby Digimon. And he's where we kind of get our dark foreshadowing about the fact that Digimon don't die. They always reincarnate into eggs when they die. You get your dark foreshadowing that it's probably going to be Patamon that's going to wind up turning into an egg by the end of Season 1, or Part 1 of Season 1, because of this guy, and it really tripped me the hell out. It, like, man, it bothered me. I remember during the fight with this guy that we kept thinking over and over that Patamon was finally going to Digivolve. Yeah, spoiler warning for a 20-year-old cartoon episode. Or anime episode for the people that are going to yell at me. Desert Digimon World 3 was the most common thing there. I just hate, like, I like a lot of Digimon games. Digimon World 3 still remains my absolute least favorite of the mainline story games. But yeah, like, this, like, the amount of foreshadowing this guy had, and with me being a kid not understanding what that meant, when I later figured out what that meant, that made me very upset. We have Blastfire, which is another one of those attack cards. We're going to go ahead and skip through them. We have Mushroom. He's one Mushroomon. He appeared during the Big Bad 4 Digimon story arc, and you saw him a lot around the time of Puppetmon. Oops, I fell asleep. How dare you fall asleep, Joel? How are you, my friend? This guy could turn into stuff like Woodmon, Vegemon, and stuff like that. Turned into a lot of basic plant-based Digimon. I never found them to be that entertaining. I always want to know what's up with these little guys, if they were more than just an attack, because, like, they can think, they can move. How dare you, anime aren't cartoons. Cartoons are animation. Anime is animation. Anime is Japanese animation. It is Japanese cartoons. I will say it all I want. Is there a Badgermon to go with a mushroom? No! I don't think so. Lord, I hope not. I have a lot of Digimon knowledge. That's one I don't have. I hope there ain't a Badger Digimon, but I wouldn't put it past them. This is another Garurumon card. This is from the Purple family line. This is using Howling Blaster. Or is it Howling Buster? I can't ever remember which. If I'm going to run a Garurumon, this is kind of one I want to run just because I like... For one, I like the art. A lot of what me running a card is determined by, is it pretty or not? What's return when your other Digimon is deleted, gain one memory. Garurumon, if you don't know, was Matt's Digimon. It always, this Digivolved from Gabumon. There are a couple other Digimon that could turn into this, but in the cartoon series, it was always Gabumon who could. Who was actually classified as a reptile Digimon with wearing some weird fuzzy coat. Wait, what happened? Remember when we were little, it was Japanimation? Oh my god! Gotta go soon, but I hope you all have a good night. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming by and chilling with us for a while. So currently stands, no Badger Digimon exists, and the attack name is Howling Blaster. Okay. By the way, Gurgit, everyone. Gurgit is the only person I know who, like, not only knows a crap ton of Digimon like I do, but he probably honestly knows even more than I do. Because he stays way more caught up in the loop than I do. This is another one of the. This is another attack. This is for a Digimon called DIGIMON. And it's a freaking baked potato. I wish I was kidding. Its attack is even called Smash Potatoes. Like, why do we have a baked potato? See, they could be anything. Baked potato Digimon. I remember in the original card game, the stupid potato was like one of the best cards to have starting off. We have Labramon. He looks kind of like a Labradoodle to me, but he's a Labrador Digimon. Now, I want to say this has appeared in the animation in the animes recently, but I can't remember why. This is a light Digimon. It turns into most like the. It turns into some of the more holy based Digimon. It's a really weird Digimon, but I think it's incredibly cute. I mean, look at him. He's a little puppy. You can take him home. Focus for me, camera. Focus. It'll focus. There we go. Baked potato Digimon and ice cream Pokemon. What has the world come to? Oh my god. At least with Digimon, like, they started off with Potato Digimon. That was, like, at the start. Digimon appears in Series 3 movie where they're on the island. Ah, that's right. Alright. Oh, we got Were-Garurumon, so we got another Were-Garurumon. I remember seeing this. Okay, his first appearance, Were-Garurumon's first appearance, actually appears in one of my favorite yet saddest episodes in Digimon canon. Because you get him at the same time we meet Pumpkinmon. And it was so sad because, like, he wasn't fighting Pumpkinmon. And it winds up being, like, one of the it's like, you just watch Myotismon just be like, yo, I don't like you playing around, I don't like you being derpy and this, that, and the other, and just blows him apart because Pumpkinmon doesn't want to be a bad guy. He proved that Dark Digimon weren't always bad guys. And they just obliterate his ass. And I was so upset. Remy! How are you, Remy? How you doing? And hello, Dork Vader, and hello, Lavish! How's it going? We're opening Digimon cards. I'm explaining random bits and trivia about Digimon as I go. I am super hyped and super excited. By the way, there will be actual days where we play this game with other people. It won't be like what you're used to, like the old days. The old days where we used to have somebody come over and we play against them, we can't do that due to COVID. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be playing against them via Discord and using a camera setup very similar to this, and we'll be going from there. But yes, this will be actually played. Oh my god! All right. Spook the hell out of me. Okay, I'm going to warn, most cards do not work for today. So, like, don't wind up burning don't wind up burning too many of your cards today if you have them, because they just don't. Most of them don't work for this. I didn't intend them for this. This was kind of a chat and chill kind of type day. Because if I didn't do a chat and chill stream plus this box opening, there just would have been no stream today. I am too worn out. So just a heads up. Like, a lot of them will go to waste if they get played today. Hello, Coffee Dog, and hello. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I feel really bad. It looks like Niraj? I've probably mispronounced that to hell and back. Please correct me. I see you cracked one. Literally has a yellow yolk in it. Yeah, indeed it does. And then we have Gatsumon. Now, what's really cool about the art for this one, as well as the art for Pumpkinmon, is that these both take place during their episode in the anime, where you have them like playing around and just being big kids, playing around the arcade or swinging from traffic lights and just kind of derping around and stuff like that. Like this was them just being big derpy kids, and I absolutely love that they actually incorporated that from the cartoon, because they've both appeared in the cartoon since. That they incorporated their original showings in the cards. Absolutely love that. Gatsumon was actually Pumpkinmon's best bud, and I used to think they were both rookie level Digimon when I was a kid, but actually, Gatsumon's a rookie level, and Pumpkinmon's an ultimate level, so like he's actually supposed to be pretty strong. He turns into Boltmon, which is a Frankenstein monstrosity that's horrifying. And Remy! Today is Friday. How did your Pokemon stream go today? It's Pokemon today, right? I've got that right. I popped in for a little bit. You got a shiny Snom! Hell yeah. This is a game stream. Nightbot figured he'd take the day off. Alright, so we got our rare for this one. Speaking of Kami and their waifu, or husbando, excuse me. Your husbando has arrived! We have pulled Angemon. He's our rare for this pack. He's got a shiny gold border. This was like one of the coolest moments in the series. It took him forever to appear in the series. They went through all the way through the first part of season 1 without him showing up. He shows up for a couple of seconds and then just died. And I was so upset. This is like one of the first times I ever cried watching anime. Because like he shows up and he's gone. I did see the new Digimon Lord Pumpkinmon. I really even put that in Digimon Links for a little while. Was it Links or the other Digimon game? I want a card of Lord Pumpkinmon so bad. How you been, Coffee Dog? Badly strained my neck and back muscles, so I'm drinking some green tea and doing meditation to try and relax, like my doctor said to do. Awesome. Not awesome that you pulled your muscles or anything, but awesome that you're relaxing. Like, this is one of the first, though, animes I ever just wound up just, like, bawling while watching. Because, like, this was on TV. This was, like, on TV. This wasn't, like, a movie or some shit like that. No, on TV, he dies. The Digimon anime in the West was actually not all that censored. And that's one of the other reasons why I liked it so much, was that very little of it was censored. You remember stuff like Sailor Moon? The cars would drive on the opposite side of the road. They would drive on the same side of the road that we're used to, but in some parts they wouldn't. Some signs were in Japanese, while others were in English. In Pokemon, rice balls were jelly donuts. Yeah, in Digimon, none of that happened. They didn't do any of that in Digimon. Everything was translated properly to be what it was. It was very little censorship in it. Only censorship that really happened is if the kids fought, such as like Matt and TK, they would cut off the animation right before the hit would land, but they would make the sound effect happen, so you still knew it happened. They did indeed. Sailor Moon, Card Captors, Pokemon, all those others got hit hard with the censorship localization stick. They did. But Digimon avoided it. And that's another thing I absolutely loved about Digimon. Alright, we have our last card. I can see that it's a shiny card of some kind. We're going to see what we pulled. I'm very hyped and excited. Let's go ahead and see what cool thing we pulled. After the pandemic is over. You have a standing invitation for a game of Steampunk Munchkin. Ah, hell yeah! I'd be all about that. I love me some Munchkin. Oh, shit! 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 Oh, my God! Oh! Whoa! Holy hell! Okay! Ooh! Oh! Oh! Okay! Ooh! Sleevey thing! Sleevey thing! Sleevey thing! Instant sleevey thing! You go in a sleevey thing right now! Oh my God! Okay! 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 Yeah, this is Omnimon! This is a $250 damn card! This is the, like... There are two different Omnimons for this set, and they're basically the fucking Charizard of this series. This is the alternate art version of this card. This is like the super expensive card. This is like the oh my God. Woo! Ooh! Ooh! This is like the card. This is a card that if you're playing this game, you need this card. You are looking for this card. You're hunting this card down. This is the Charizard of this game. Oh my freaking God! Holy shit! This right here essentially pays for 2.5 boxes of this shit. Oh my God, this is our second damn pack! This is our second pack! Our second freaking pack! Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is our second damn pack. Holy shit! Oh my God! Trivia about Omnimon. Omnimon's first appearances in the first Digimon movie. The westernized version of it was actually clipped together as like 3 different movies, all slammed to one. He fights the evil devil Digimon called Diaboromon. He is a fusion between Metal Garurumon and War Greymon. He is fantastic. He's fabulous. He's awesome. And he is a fucking god. Jesus Christ. I pulled the $250 card on my second pack. I can tell you're not watching if you came in slamming the door.
No, I heard you screaming.
Ooh.
I slammed the door so you would know that I'm here.
You scared the hell out of me. My soul. Ooh.
Are you okay?
No. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. Look at this. Come here.
You're going to live.
You remember that card I was telling you about that like we probably wouldn't see, but was like ungodly expensive?
Yeah.
That's it.
But you saw it.
Yeah, we pulled the most expensive card in the set.
Yeah.
$250 card.
Are you keeping it?
Let me look at it.
Then yes. What does it matter? It's value if you're keeping it.
Because it's super rare and it's hard to get and it's pretty. Me. Look at this. Stop. It's Bookie. Hello.
Hi, Brookie.
Oh, I'm so excited about this. Oh my freaking God. Like I know of like, I love you, but it is hot. And I'm in a sweater. It's Christmas time. And Christmas came early. Jesus Christ. Oh. Jesus Christ. Second pack. I ain't even got through like...
Is this your first box?
I've only got one box here.
Oh.
But like, I'm not even halfway through the box. We still have like all this plus that.
10. You got on 2.
A grand total of 24 packs in this box. And in my first 2, I've pulled the biggest card in the set. Because I've been explaining the cards and the lore behind the characters and this, that, and the others I've gone.
Try to not burst the blood vessel in your excitement, okay?
I also pulled this one. Yep. Holy shit.
The tits on this one.
I knew that was going to be the first thing she commented on.
Oh, and the booty.
Cat is trying to get it bats on your screen. Yes. It's already in a card protector. I already put it in one. That instantaneously went in one. Whoa. I'm proud of you. Oh, I just opened a card.
I'm proud of you.
Ooh.
I just came in to make sure you were okay because you were screaming bloody murder.
Because that's an expensive card, and I'm sitting here just jaw jacking around. It was kind of like when I pulled like when I wasn't shiny hunting and we got 2 Rowlets. It was that moment. Huh? Huh? I was breeding Rowlets.
No, before that, you said you were doing some talking a lot.
I'm explaining the lore of the cards.
After that.
It's kind of like when I was breeding Rowlets.
Before that.
I don't know.
Okay, because I have no idea what that word means.
Petitions for Zombie to sing that. Sing what? If it nostalgia's here, I'm buying the Digimon game. Buy the Digimon game! Oh, look at this. Look at this right here. I love the fact that Zombie's immediate reaction to this is just look at the tits on that one. Oh my god. You are such a weenie. I guess we gotta open another pack. Jesus Christ.
What was I supposed to do?
I don't know. I can't find it. No Christmas until December 1st. I at least wait for Christmas until after Thanksgiving. My burst is chilling. Most wonderful time of the year, except for it's the most. Just come here and read it. Sung in the tone of most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, okay. Let me try. What does it say? It's the most wonderful card of the pack. With the zombie is screaming and zombies are cheering to open more packs. It's the most wonderful time of the stream.
Oh my god. I love you.
I love you too.
Only you would put up with these shenanigans.
It's not my best.
Yeah, that was also Kami's reaction was boobies. That was pretty much everyone's reaction was boobies.
Boobies. It's the booby girl card.
Oh my god, that pull though. Like, we're not gonna beat that tonight. Second pack, let's go.
I wish you were screaming bloody murder too.
I was excited. I was excited. That just like shattered my entire worldview.
What is your worldview?
That I don't get super shiny expensive shit. Like, I don't usually have that kind of luck. What? Why are you tapping on me? I can't see what you're pointing at. That's a different case altogether. That's
No,
not
it's
luck-based.
It's still super shiny and rare and expensive.
I was commenting on, like, cards.
I'm just pointing out that
I
your
know.
worldview might be flawed.
What will happen if you get another one in the same box? If I get another one in the same box, like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even think that's possible.
Or is it?
By this point, I don't know. I've already pulled, like, 2 shiny cards back-to-back out of my first 2 packs. And one of them was that. He'll shit a Lego brick. I will! I will shit an entire Lego brick made of Lego bricks.
Alright, so if you scream bloody murder, don't worry, you're not dying.
Yeah, I'm not dying. My anus might be due to the Lego bricks.
Oh my god.
We have Spiral Sword, which is another attack. This is an attack of Andromon. He's one of my favorite machine-type Digimon. He's kind of like a zombie machine dude. I love him. You can see him here. I love this Digimon. I love him a lot. A Lego brick, Lego brick. Indeed. That's a visual none of y'all needed. Now see, this is something that they've gotten kind of weird with Digimon in the card game, is that a lot of times, like, you'll have, like, specific types that'll be always guaranteed to be, like, red or black or blue or whatever. But Agumon has, like, with Digimon, like, they decided to, like, screw that. Their effects are what are going to determine their color, basically. So we have, like, a green Agumon. We have a green card type Agumon and a black card type Agumon, but they're just all normal Agumon. And it's kind of bizarre because it has the same effect as one of the red ones. My anus is bleeding. Green Agumon is amazing. Well, I mean, he does the same thing. Doesn't he do like the same thing that one of the red Agumons does? He gives like 1,000 DP. It's a very common red move. He probably turns into great stuff. But I mean, and him having a free Digivolution cost is great, but most rookies do, and he only has 1,000 DP to start with, so he's only like, and this skill is something he gives to his evolution, not to him. We have Blade of the True, another attack base. Gabumon! Now I'm really excited to run this card. I'm really excited to run it in purple, because I like cards that are fast. I like decks that are fast, and this has like a stupid amount of draw. Purple has a stupid amount of draw power. Ha! Now I have free Lego and a hospital visit. Yay! This is very, very important. Please don't eat that Lego. No! Do me a favor, don't shit a Lego brick. I can't make any guarantees. But I love Gabumon as a Digimon in the first place. Like, I've always loved him. I wasn't as big a fan of Garurumon, but I love Wear Garurumon. And I love Metal Garurumon. And this is what turns into it. This is actually classified, though, as a reptile Digimon because he's wearing a fur. This is not a part of him. He can apparently actually take this off, and in one episode of Digimon, he does. You know all those, like, Pokedex entries where they sit there saying no one has ever seen what's underneath a Mimikyu? Gabumon's the same way, except for if you do, hopefully you won't have a heart attack. We have Volcanic Dramon. In the mobile app game that no longer exists, Digimon Links, which was probably my favorite Digimon game, this was like the big bad, or the first big bad you ran into in the story. Like the all-time, like, world devastator. He's... Essentially, he's a walking, living volcano. He's massive, he's huge, he causes ungodly amounts of destruction. I like the art on this one, it's very pretty. And I'm going to wind up running this one. It's a Mega Level Digimon, and its effects are pretty good. It gets an additional security attack, which means it basically gets to attack your opponent's life point equivalent twice, as well as when it pops out, it deletes any Digimon, it deletes any and all Digimon on your opponent's side of the field that have 4,000 DP or less, aka it's the Rookie Eater. All little baby Digimon immediately die when this dude hits the field. And it's glorious. He's a great backup card. So I feel like I'm going to be running this one. Is that also rare? Nope, this one's common. It's just more difficult to play. He's a bigger level Digimon. We have Armadillomon. This was one of the first Digimon that could Digivolve via the Digi-Egg stuff. I don't understand the damn thing about card games, but lord, do I love looking at the card art. I think it's neat as hell. I'll sit for hours and watch a game. Just let me look at the cards. Now, see, for me, card art is what determines whether or not I'm going to buy a card game. The card art for this card game, because, like, there have been several Digimon card games. I've skipped most of them, because the card art's ugly. The card art is what will determine whether or not I'll play a card game. If it's pretty, we're playing, because I gotta sit there and look at it for hours. And this card game, as far as being a card game, it's still fairly new. This is like, it's just released stateside. And it's not even in full tournament mode yet. We can't start doing that till January. I will be holding future streams explaining actually how to play this game from scratch. It's actually a very easy game. There's also a Digimon trading card game phone app that you can download for Android and iPhone completely free. And when I looked at it last, it didn't even have ads on it. That teaches you how to play the game, and it's very easy. It's very simple. If you've played any kind of card game, even just a little, whether you were good at it or not, that'll teach you how to play. Had Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a kid, I only really collected them for the art. I had no idea how to play. See, that was like, when I was a kid, everyone collected Pokemon cards. None of my friends knew how to play Pokemon. I play Pokemon a lot. but they never knew how to. The app is great. The app is how I learned. I also learned via another YouTuber on how to play, but the app gives you hands-on training. Digimon card game phone app? Yes. Now, it's not going to allow you to, like, buy all the packs and whatnot. It's literally just a training aid. It's to teach you how to play. And it lets you test out the structure decks for it. This is Heat Viper. This was like this is an attack from one of the scariest Digimon ever, Chimeramon, which is an amalgamation of a just crap ton of other Digimon. We're talking Kabuterimon, Skull Greymon, Greymon himself, Metal Greymon, Devimon, Garurumon, freaking Airdramon, Kawagamon. Like, this dude was scary as hell. I won the 96 Bulbasaur card I found in high school that I liked the art for. Kept that, but never played. Huh. This is Darkness Claw for Beelzemon. He's one I want to see because I just haven't seen his card yet. Here is Cherrymon. He is an ultimate level Digimon you get to see in the card game or in the TV show. He was a complete and utter asshole. And this is the ultimate form that winds up turning into Puppetmon later, which, if you think about it, that's really kind of morbid that you wind up basically... He chops himself into pieces and turns himself into a walking Pinocchio. In the video games, he can actually be a pretty irritating opponent to come against because he's notorious for having side effect style attacks, as well as in Digimon Link, he was just stupid powerful. He would hit like a freaking truck. You don't expect a tree to just wallop and womp you, but he's meaner than the Whomping Willow, and he can walk. He's got this really awkward mustache. Focus. 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 Focus for me, camera. Focus for me. Destructive tree. Tree. Yes, scary baby. Alright, we have Metal Edamon. To a lot of people that watch the TV series, a lot of you will probably remember Edamon, which was the singing rocker monkey. He later evolves into Metal Edamon. He actually made an appearance in the cartoon as well. And he at least one of the more depressing facts of Digimon. Don't fall in love with Leomon, because if you like Leomon, Leomon will always die. He is the Kenny of the Digimon world. And even when Leomon turns into Saber Leomon, you finally get a Mega level. This guy kills it. It's a tree. Too powerful. Can't not. Do not pee on the tree. But yeah, Metal Edamon, like, even like got like the they like doubled down on his like Elvis rocker impersonation, like voice acting and stuff. He had really weird, like, banana-based attacks, as well as, like, because he's in, like, the Numemon style family line, he actually evolves from a Digimon called Sukamon, which is a walking yellow turd. He also still had poop-based attacks in most of his video games, and he's kind of spooky. Nightbot is slacking. Nightbot is slacking tonight. I don't know why. We have one of our first in-training Digimon, which is the Level Pass Baby. These are the Digitama. These are what wind up hatching and turning into your Digimon. This is Cupimon. And this is where you get a lot of, like, your light-based startups. Is where you get, like, a lot of really pretty Angel Digimon base evolutions come from this. This thing is absolutely freaking adorable. Every incarnation of Leomon has died, and if you want to get technical, Leomon died 3 times in Cross Wars. Jesus Christ. Tamagotchi card. Kinda, yeah. You gotta remember that Digimon were basically an offshoot of Digimon. Or, Digimon were an offshoot of Tamagotchi. They were made by the same company. They used the same button typing. Like, they were supposed to be just another Tamagotchi. Just this one really took off. Alright. So this is our rare. So this means that our next card is probably shiny. Go ahead and take away the number card. Go ahead and put that over here. What did we get? Oh, yes! This is one of my favorites. Ironically enough, okay, we're talking about Omnimon. If you ever watched the Digimon movie with Omnimon, this is what he was fighting. This is Diaboromon. This dude is horrifying and almost causes like a world-ending catastrophic event in the real world, not just the digital world. Like, he sends like nukes to Japan. He forces nukes from like various locations to go off and decide to like destroy Japan. My only issue is in the card game, if you like this guy, you can't really play him. Because this card exists. And they decided to basically make the cartoon moment happen. This card has a very simple thing. When you Digivolve to it, choose one of your opponent's Digimon. Delete all of your opponent's Digimon that share a name with it. Kill all of them, basically. This guy says, when attacking, you may play one Diaboromon token, aka summon a copy of him, without paying its memory cost. They are level 6 white Digimon with a memory cost of 14, 3000 attack power, and are Mega Digimon. So, like, he summons more of himself every time he swings. This says get rid of all of them that are deleted. So that makes me so sad because I want to run a deck around this guy and I want to see if I can find a way to do it. But yeah, this guy, as soon as this guy hits the board, and that's part of the reason why he's so expensive, because he's so freaking good. He hits the board and he just kills everything like him. Just let me pet it. I'll let you pet it. But I still really like this card. I'm going to find a way to make it work. I want to find a way to make a deck around this guy. I love Diaboromon. He was super creepy. I actually like his prior evolutions, though, more than him. I actually like his pre-evolved forms a lot more than him because they just look more menacing and more creepy. But this guy is just like spooky as hell, and I love him. So far, we're off to a hella good start. Let's see. There. There's the common cards. Next pack. You've got it built right now? You're running Diaboromon? Now that shocks me. You, of all people, running Diaboromon. Alright, let's see. Gotta go pack. Be back in a bit. Alrighty. Watched the movie recently. Ah, good times. Man, that first movie is a hard watch. The first half of that movie is fantastic. It's the rest of it that's hard to deal with. Alright, we got Gomamon, our first actual water Digimon. This was the rookie Digimon for Joe, whom of which was the holder of the Crest of Reliability. He was also the one who wound up becoming a doctor by the end of the series. He starts off really cute, but his Digivolutions are so ugly. He turns into Ikakumon, which is like a walrus with a torpedo horn on its head. He turns into Zudomon, which is a cool-looking, like, Thor-style Digimon. And that turns into Vikingmon. Now, I think this should have gone in the reverse, that you should have Zeus being the finalized... Or, not really Zeus, it's more of a Thor-based character. You should have, like, the Thor-based character be the finalized one versus the Viking King dude. But it's still an interesting Digimon line. This character was always kind of like the jokester of the series. He was always like the lighthearted one, trying to like make everybody laugh. And his attack was called Marching Fishes, and he launched all these cute little fish at people. You like this one's Mega Form? I was never a fan of it. I thought his Mega Form was always really weird. I like Zudomon better, but I know a lot of people that do like his Mega Form. But it just wasn't for me. We've already gone through Kabuterimon. This one is Hagurumon. This is a gear-based rookie Digimon. You see him turn to stuff like Gardramon, which will eventually turn to like Andromon and stuff like that. But you also get this guy to turn to like Tankmon. And if I remember correctly, it was either him or Gatsumon that could turn into Deputymon. I think Deputymon does exist in his line. Which Deputymon is really freaking funny. He's a walking gun with a cowboy hat. And they wound up, in the original series, he was just a gray gun Digimon. Like, I was like, well, that's a thing. Every iteration of him later that came out in the West is purple. They changed his evolved form into purple. Fish that came from nowhere. You want to be able to start with this guy in your party a lot for Digimon? in the video games. You'll either be able to start with them or get them early, except for like in the first Digimon game, you can't get them at all. Both have access to Deputymon, but Hargurumon has easier access. Duly noted. We have Wizardmon, which was this was my first favorite Digimon. And ironically enough, my best friend at the time, his favorite Digimon was Gatomon. So like we love these two Digimon to death, and I remember we were watching Digimon together. This is another character that doesn't get to live long in any series he's in. I remember seeing him die, and we both just bawled. We were so upset. I actually have an original card of him from the original series, signed by his voice actor. The voice actor of Wizardmon is also shared by that of Lord Zed from the original Power Rangers series. That is trippy as hell. But his voice actor is one of the nicest people I've ever met. He's an older gentleman, and he is a sweetheart of a man. He want like when I brought him my Wizardmon card, because everyone had been bringing him Lord Zed stuff. When I brought him my Wizardmon card, like he just looked at me and he's like, "This is the first one I've seen of this today, and I love this." And he just sat and he talked with me in the Wizardmon voice for a while, and I was like, I fangirled like a small child. Let's just be real. I screamed. I was like, this is the best thing ever. Which gets it worse, Leomon, Wizardmon? Leomon, period. Like, Leomon just isn't allowed to live. Leomon just dies. Like, Leomon has it the worst of any Digimon in any game. His existence is to be the martyr. You've already seen that. Goblimon, this is like a Digimon that we always see like in hordes. He's supposed to be able to digivolve into. I wanted to cosplay Wizardmon forever. This is like one of the. This is still one of my dream cosplays. I want to cosplay this character so damn bad. But the amount of time and effort it would take, I just don't have the skill level for it. Goblimon, as well as Goberkimon, which is a similar one to this one, are rookies you always see in swarms in games. They're always like the mob mentality. Somebody call Goblin Slayer. Chop chop. He is supposed to be the canon Digivolution for Ogremon, though be it you usually see it a lot with Patamon when you treat Patamon like badly. Just now remembered there's one incarnation of Leomon who didn't die. It was the one in 4. Did he not die? I thought he died. But this is like a lot of people see this and they're just annoyed. They see this guy and like he's just an annoying nuisance anytime he pops up. Does he like small click-clack rocks? Yes, he does! And he throws small click-clack rocks and they explode. Robert Alexrod, yes! And then we have Spider Shooter. This is for Inframon, which is the previous Digivolution to this one right here. Diaboromon, this is an attack for him. I still really love this Digimon. I love him to death. He's a cool as shit Digimon. We have Slash Angemon. Now here's a husbando for husbandos, man. Like, look at that. If it'll focus. Focus up for me. Come on. Focus on the card. Focus on the card. Focus. This thing wants to focus on like the most random of cards. I need you to focus on this specific card, my dude. It says like, no, I want to focus on your fingers. Stay focused. And it lost. I'm trying, like, I can keep it away from the camera, but when I keep it away from the camera, they can't see it. This is why I hope that we get Epoch Cam for Android soon. It's like, I can try that, but like, it focuses up. There we go. Okay, that worked. And it immediately just defocused. Thank you, camera. Thank you for being dumb like that. There we go. Look at that pretty boy. Just got to meet Robert Axelrod at a convention in 2018. He was a pretty cool guy. Very nice to talk to. I know, right? On your phone? No, I'm not on my phone. Epoch Cam is something that's coming out for Android. It's already out on iPhones. It's made by, and it's now owned by Elgato. We have Tentomon. This is one of my favorite rookie Digimon ever. I love him. Robots and bugs, man. I love them. I love robot bugs. Don't ask me why. I just do. Come on. There we go. This is the rookie for Izzy in the Digimon series. The holder of the Crest of Knowledge. He's a little electric bug dude. I think he's like super cool. I had toys of this guy all over the place. And this is all original art, right? At least mostly original art. Yes, with the exception of the Tamer cards, like these. With the exception of the Tamer cards, these are all original art. With the exception of these. These are taken from their cartoons or their animes. But with the actual card game, with the actual like Digimon themselves and the attacks and all that other good jazz, those are all done by those are all like commissioned for this game specifically. Alright, we have our rare, which is Terror's Cluster, which is for Rust Tyrannomon, which is the mega form for Tyrannomon that goes from the machine variation of them. And we got War Growlmon. Now, War Growlmon comes from Season 3. He is the Digivolution for Gyomon. Series 3 was like one of the darkest anime like I had seen as a kid. Like, and it was a kid's anime. It was a kid's cartoon, basically. Something you don't expect to happen. There we go. It does not want to stay focused on the cards. It's like, nope. You are the super whitest thing on the screen, so we're going to focus on you. Thank you, camera. I can't get it to stay focused on the cards. And it's starting to bother me. Come on. Come on. It's like the card's on the right, I think. See, like, as soon as it comes up, it goes up, it's focused for a second, and then it defocuses the card. Like, why can't you focus the card? I know you can. Like, do I need to wipe the camera lens or some shit? Let's see if I can do something here. There we go. Well, we had it for a second. Alright, you. I'm about to turn the autofocus off. If it'll let me. Remove autofocus. There we go. Ta-da! Ha! Fixed. Series that I absolutely wanted the Digivice for. I always wanted the Digivice for that one too. I never got it. I had a lot of the different series Digivices. That's one I never got. Every Digimon series introduced a new Digivolution mechanic. Like with the original Digimon series, of course, you had everybody going from like baby all the way to mega level Digimon. It also introduced it technically introduced DNA Digivolution with the movie, but the second series did that, which was Digimon crossing together. Series 2 introduced Digivolution via Armor, which was the Egg Digivolutions, and DNA Digivolution in more in-depth ways. And then you had Season 3, which brought in the card system, where they would take like actual like Digimon cards, swipe them through their Digivice, and it would modify the Digimon that they were currently using. It was really cool, it was really weird, and I loved it. We're at 21 freaking likes already? Holy hell. Season 3's message was all about loss and accepting loss, right? Yes, it was, and it was incredibly dark, and I loved it. But, like, the tail end of that series was horrifying. The lights can drink now. Jogress. Jogress is DNA Digivolution. It's two Digimon digivolving together, like forming one Digimon. That was Season 2. They'll be at Season 3 allowed for them to Jogress with humans, which was really weird. And it has led to a shit ton of weird fan art. Really weird fan art. Fan art that I don't want to admit exists. Alright, we have one of my favorite boys. We have Greymon. This is the black variation for the card, but not the actual black Greymon, which is actually blue, but he's a dark Greymon. I am very excited to see how this one runs. I want to play this one really bad. I have always been a fan of Greymon. And my very first thing I ever owned for Digimon was one of the original Digivices, which I think I actually have. Still have it over here, or did I finally put it away? I think I may have finally put it away. Yeah, I finally put it away. No, I didn't. There it is. Okay, this thing is old. Y'all see my remake ones that I have. And I have them, ironically, remade in the remakes in the exact same color. But these are the ones back from the 90s. And they've seen some wear and tear. My very first Digimon I ever got to champion level was a Greymon. Now the lights can rent a car! Oh my god! So yeah. And as I said, like you were talking about Tamagotchi earlier, these were made by the same people that made Tamagotchi. These were Tamagotchis, except for they could fight each other. Omnimon is going to be top tier in the current TCG, or is it going to go blue? A lot of people are using it in blue, but Omnimon is the main thing they're using, and we actually pulled the alternate art for it, and I screamed like a child. I lost my shit. I also have the remake ones of these that came out this year or last year. Yeah, they came out last year. I've got a brown one and a yellow one that's see-through, just like this one for the new ones. We've got Capurimon. This is another baby Digimon, or it's an in-training Digimon, which is right after baby. Like think of this as a toddler. This is your toddler Digimon. This one is super cute. I've always loved how cute this is. It's always been like a really weird Digimon to me. He's a little tiny dude with a little metal hat, but like, look at him. Look at him. He's nothing but a bouncing head, but he's adorable. Remember what the price of these cards are going to be like? Probably really big due to limited stock. Right now, this Omnimon, being the big pull that it was, this is a $250 card. Which is why I screamed. This is stupid expensive. So the prices for some of these are really expensive. Anything like in the Omnimon line is like dumb expensive right now. Especially considering it's the limited release right now. We have another Flarizamon. Vegemon. I hate this Digimon. I hate this thing. I have always hate this thing. Because that's the build card right now. It is, and like I understand why it is. I've seen people fight against this deck type, and it's not unkillable. Like this isn't like the only thing that you will run into. Like there are other decks that can easily slow it down. Green usually does pretty good against it. It's just it's hard hitting and it's fast. I've also seen some purple do well against it, as long as they're running Piedmon Rookie Rush. Eat your veggies. I don't want to eat my veggies! I always wondered if the vegetable-like monster in Undertale was based on this guy. But, like, this is like a stinky onion Digimon, and I hate him. I hate how he looks. I hate his personality in the cartoons, or anime, or whatever you want to call it. Like, he just always annoyed me. Digimon's expression is priceless. Oh my god. Boring Storm. This is an attack for a Digimon we haven't encountered yet that is fairly new to the series. We have Dark Tyrannomon. This is one of my favorite Digimon. You actually get to see him in Digimon World 1 on PS1. Essentially, he's a dark variation of Tyrannomon. He's a champion level. He can also evolve from Agumon. He's just more aggressive and more war-torn. You can actually see where he's had damage done to him throughout his past. So basically, the more they fight, they are the more likely they are to turn into this. There'll be also, ironically enough, according to some forms of canon, an original Tyrannomon can turn into Dark Tyrannomon. Boring story, am I right, fellas? Oh my god. The Digimon expression is priceless. Yeah, yellow has things going on, green is solid. Granted, blue and red just got so much going on in comparison to the other colors. Granted, expansion sets are going to be a major help, especially for purple. Right now, I'm actually seeing some good things for purple, and I'm waiting to see more good things for black. Black and purple are the two types that I want to run the most. I'm going to be starting off running red because, for one, there's always tons of Greymon support. I love Greymon, so that works for me. So we're going to be working with that one. There's Heart's Attack, which is for Manzemon. Going all the way back to the start, where with our first card we showed off tonight, which is Numamon. This guy turns into a Digimon that uses attack called Manzemon. And what's really cool is in the video game, you can make this guy Digivolve into this guy without having to train him. Which you could actually do. There was a place in the game that had toys and whatnot in it, and a giant, empty teddy bear. If you brought this guy to that teddy bear, you could automatically Digivolve him into this, skipping his Digivolution requirements. It was really weird, but it was really cool. Put that back there. We have another baby Digimon, Wanyamon. Look at him! This is in training Digimon. He's actually sitting with a baby Digimon known as Botamon. This is what turns into Koromon, which turns into the very well-known Agumon. Look at him, he's so cute. He will keep it. He's an adorable little kid. We got Devimon. In the TV show, this dude was an asshole, but this was the asshole that I loved. I love this guy. He was trying so hard to, like, be the sneaky badass and get stuff done, and you barely ever saw him fight, except for like one instance where he's fighting with Sora and her Digimon Biomon, which is a little pink bird from the series. Absolutely love Devimon. They're both onomatopoeia for dogs and cats vocalization in one name. Wait, what? You are still a wiener. You're just a wiener in disguise. We have Breakdramon, which is a walking amalgamation of freaking construction equipment, construction vehicles. This dude is so angry looking. Look at him. Look at that face. Look at all those drills. I don't like this dude. At the same time, I love this dude. Because he looks absolutely freaking horrifying. He just shows up and is like, yeah, I'm about to demolish and rebuild your house for you. Love this. He is the walking wrecking crew Digimon. We have another baby Digimon. This one is our rare, or another in training Digimon. This is Upamon. I showed y'all Armadillomon earlier. This is actually Armadillomon's pre-evolved form. Super cute. Apparently runs really good in blue decks. You don't see this guy often in the series. You don't see mostly in training Digimon often in the series. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. I forgot that barking in Japan was Wan or Wan. It's always weird to me. And Metal Tyrannomon. This is another deck I'm actually looking on running is a Tyrannomon deck. I've got a lot of the components for it already so far throughout here. So I'm very excited to run this one. I'm running a Tyrannomon Rush deck because he's a Tyrannosaurus. Y'all know me in dinosaurs. You knew this was coming. It was really funny because, like, that's honestly what part of the problem was for Digimon. Was, for Digimon, unlike Pokemon, Pokemon had a mascot. Pokemon's mascot was Pikachu. Digimon's mascot changed every fucking season. Because, like, the original mascot was Tyrannomon. Tyrannomon was immediately dropped for Agumon and his family line in the TV series. And then the next TV series, it was Vmon and his family line. And then next series after that, it was Guilmon and his family line. So, like, they couldn't ever get a direction down for it. Really like the floppy disk design of the cards. Even the pop-up window style that style it goes for when stacking on each other. Yes, I love that. I'm excited to talk shop because I have a Tyrannomon deck in my hands too. See, that's what I want to build. That's what I want to build really bad is a green Tyrannomon Rush deck right now. And I also want to build... I'm looking into possibly building a purple, but purple probably won't be viable for me until the next set because I don't want to run Piedmon Rush. And I'm looking at possibly building black. But the only deck I know I'm going to have everything for is red because I have the red structure deck already and a couple of other good red cards. So those were our 2 rares for that one. Go ahead and put these over here. Put that right there. And we're on to our next pack. I am going to probably pick up the pace a little bit for this just because I'm sitting here explaining every damn card under the sun. So, like, things that, like... I'm going to go and focus on ones I know more of. But, of course, I get one I want to talk about immediately because I'm 5. Go ahead and take that out. Okay. This is Digitamon. He is classified as the perfect Digimon. He is a secret boss in Digimon World 1. The Shidramon is the main boss for that one. You wind up fighting this guy, and he's way more irritating than the actual Mega-level Digimon. I've always had an obsession with Digimon with eyes like his, like the little yellow spots, because they're just like Pumpkinmons and stuff like that. Every Digimon like this, as well as like stuff like in Final Fantasy with the Black Mage and stuff like that. I've always had an obsession with that, and to this day, I cannot tell you why. But I love that kind of stuff. This dude in the cartoon series was an absolute douchebag. You wind up seeing him the same time you watch Biyomon turn into Garudamon for the first time, which is their ultimate. But this dude right here was so weird in the video game he first appears in. He's supposed to be like the perfect Data Digimon. He comes out, he fights, has weird-ass attacks. He's a walking freaking egg. He's a fraction of the size of the thing you had just fought previously. And if you beat him, he goes and he works in a restaurant. That's his entire thing. He's like, oh, I'm going to work in a restaurant now. That's it. That's all he wants to do. It was really bizarre. Let's see. I was telling y'all about Toy Agumon earlier. This is the Lego Agumon. I love him just because he's a Lego. That's pretty much all I want to say about this, is that I love him because he's a Lego. That's all I need out of life. I have a Lego Agumon. I am completely sold on that. This is a Rosemon attack. We've already covered Mushroommon. We've already seen Green Agumon. I've already covered Heat Viper. I'm still looking for Chimeramon himself because I want him for a purple deck. Piximon was the first Digimon that really threw me off. This is an ultimate level Digimon. And he's powerful. And it trips me out. Like, his first appearance in the cartoon, you see him and everyone's like, ah, Piximon, da-da-da-da. You're used to, like, seeing Digimon Digivolve and they become ginormous. And this one did the exact opposite. Instead of becoming a giant monstrosity, he goes from something that's, like, normal sized to about the size of your average human to this. Itty-bitty dude. Like, this dude, like, doesn't even come up that much higher than your damn ankle. And you don't want to fight him. Completely agree, LOZ. Like, getting him in Digimon World 1 was just a pain in the ass. We've already seen Slash Andromon. Growlmon, another fan favorite. This is the champion form of Guilmon. Essentially, this was like your Agumon clone. But, like, I liked how they tackled Growlmon. And the fact that, like, when he first Digivolves into Growlmon, unlike Agumon Digivolve into Greymon, they couldn't get him to turn back to normal. They couldn't get him to shrink. They thought maybe he was permanently stuck in that form. Because he was for an entire episode. But champion-wise, he's always been one of my favorites. He's super strong. He's really cool. He's another dinosaur-style Digimon. They classify him as a Dark Dragon. I like him because he looks like a damn dinosaur. Ooh, except I'll bust your kneecaps. That's exactly it. Another Darkness Claw from our edgy boy. Oh, finally got Izzy. Let's see, what do? If you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon in play, you can suspend this tamer to reveal the top card of your deck. That card is a Digimon card, add it to your hand, otherwise place it at the bottom of your deck. That's cool. Izzy was a character I always liked, and a character that I got compared to a lot of the time, because I always wound up like flipping between two crests, which were the crest of courage, because I was always the one who would stupidly run into things head first and fight for my friends and try to beat the hell out of shit. But I also, for some reason, and I still to this day don't believe this one, always got compared to the Crest of Knowledge, which was this one for Izzy. Izzy was their residential tech guy. He was the smartest character in the group. Like, wonderful character. I loved him. He also had, like, probably the best story arc out of any of the original Tamers, because they talked about the fact that he was adopted. They talked about the fact of how he dealt with that, because his parents kept it a secret from him. They showed him hearing it by mistake, like hearing it from his parents without them telling him, because they were talking about it. He kind of eavesdropped on them, and how it actually affected him emotionally, that he wasn't actually their kid because they couldn't determine how to tell him he was adopted, or if they even should. Well, he wound up distancing himself, and it's why he became so smart, and why he obsessed with technology, was he's doing anything as an escape from the thought that he wasn't their kid. And they actually have this whole thing where they tell him, and he explains that he knew, and like he explains all this different stuff about how it affected him. And it was a really big deal that they tackled, and it was something you never saw tackled in children's programming at the time. It was insane, and I loved it. And then our next one is Togemon. This is Palmon's Digivolution. Mimi, the one who owns the Planet Digimon, this is the first Digivolution for it. This is another one of those issues where it turns into something really big. Something small turns into something really big. And then when this Digivolves, turns into something really freaking small. Always loved this Digimon because it was just silly. It's a boxing freaking cactus that you almost never really saw it use as boxing. It would box, but you never really saw it use as boxing gloves. You really just saw it spin around like a freaking typhoon motion or a hurricane motion and just launch his spikes at everything. I love this Digimon just because of how derpy it is. Alright, next pack. Let's see. Let's go with that one, yeah. Let's see what we pull. Let's see what we pull. Let's see what we pull. Okay. Go ahead and remove the number card. Now, Impmon is another one from Season 3 that I think a lot of people have as one of their absolute all-time favorites. This is a really weird Digimon because, like, in the series and in most of the toys and Digivices and games, this is a rookie-level Digimon that can a lot of times just Digivolve straight to Mega form. He had probably one of the sadder backstories, but he's also probably one of the scariest characters in the entire series. Anybody whose favorite Digimon or one of their favorite Digimons is Leomon absolutely hate this guy. Like, oh my god. And how's it going, Vegeta? How are you? Like, this thing turns into Beelzemon, which is a Digimon that is like Hot Topic incarnated, that carries a double-barrel sawed-off shotgun and drives a motorcycle. It has a leather jacket and all this other kind of shit. He is the most ruthless Digimon, and I remember seeing this in the series, unedited, where he literally puts the barrels of his gun to Leomon's stomach and just blasts him apart. In at least one of the saddest moments in Digimon history, where you're watching him, instead of doing like all normal Digimon do, where they get shot and they die, or like when the death animation happens, they just instantaneously explode. No, he slowly dissolves while telling his tamer it's going to be okay, and it's not. And his tamer has a psychotic break, and the entire series spirals out of control in the most beautiful way I've ever seen. It is so good. If y'all haven't watched it, like, and the funny thing is, that's not even the biggest fucking spoiler for that series. Just go watch it. Go watch Season 3. Watch that shit trip your brain out. Just let it happen. Gravity Crush. This is an attack. We've already talked about this Garurumon. This is an attack for Digimon we haven't covered yet, so we'll get to that in a minute. We have covered this Digimon. We covered the yellow variation of it. It's the same damn card, just... Well, same damn monster, different effect. This one allows you to gain 1 memory, which allows you to gain 1 more pop for playing. Essentially, Dark Patamon. And that's all it ever was Dark Patamon. That's all this thing has ever been is Dark Patamon. And it's usually a weaker Patamon, but it's also far more devious. Kudamon. Now, this is one that I've always wondered more about. This is one of my brother's favorite Digimon, one of his favorite rookie Digimon. It's a Holy Beast Digimon. He's really pretty. He's a weird, like, ghosty weasel that's not a ghost. He has, he's known for having lots of holy attacks. He turns into, like, some of the weirder champions, because, like, he mostly has more humanoid forms for his when he digivolves. So, I mean, he has some that are, like, kind of like centaurs and shit like that. So, Digimon can't eat lead? Oh, that's rough, but no. But he's really pretty. I've always liked him just because of how his looks, because he reminds me of a ferret. I've already covered this guy. I've already covered Gatsumon. Bergermon. Now, this is the champion that is the evolved form of Biomon. If you get the starter deck, this actually comes in that one as well. In the first video game, this one appears, and this one actually winds up being the equivalent of Fly for you in Digimon. Like, you know how you have Pokemon that can fly and fly you from location to location? Well, this one Digimon does all the flying for you from location to location if you can bring them back to town, but it costs money. They're like a taxi service. This is always a really cool one because it always looked like it was on fire, but it's technically not. Hello, Nerdy Girl Adventures. Yes, we got the new Digimon card set. I'm very excited. We got the pre-release card set. I'm doing a box opening right now. How have you been, Nerdy Girl Adventures? How is your day? How are you? How is your husband? How is your lovely baby? How are things going for you, my friend? It's always a pleasure to see you. The black version of it is absolutely just hella cool. It looks like a spectral flames coming off of it. We have Groundramon. This one, if I remember correctly, is an Ultimate Digimon. I can't remember who this one digivolves from. It's another one of those that's like lesser known. But it looks cool. It's a dragon. I always like Dragon Digimon. We've been well. How about you? I'm doing fantastic. I'm opening Digimon cards, so I'm like a 5-year-old. I pulled the rarest one from the set. We pulled our lovely $250 card. We basically pulled our Charizard from this set, and I am stupid excited. This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful husband. Oh my god. Omnimon is a ridiculous card. This is Mistymon. This is another one I don't know a lot about. Every time I see him, all I can think of is that he reminds me of freaking Dark Magician. He's another Holy Digimon, though. He's kind of out there. And then we got actual Tyrannomon. Now, this was like the original mascot for the Digimon series. If you bought like these Digivices back in the day, these, like, all over, all the packaging, all the box art, all that other good jazz, this guy was the guy you saw on it. Even though he wasn't the most powerful one to get, and he actually digivolved into, like, a weaker Digimon in those. But Tyrannomon has always been one of my favorites. He's a walking red Tyrannosaurus Rex. And look at him. Look at that derpy smile. You always see him depicted with this derpy smile, and I love it. Hey, he looks so heavy. Yes, that's why I love him. It's awesome. How much did the packs or booster box cost, if you don't mind me asking? I know the boxes usually run about 100. As I said earlier, I kind of looked out. I had some friends help me out with procuring a box and the cost of the box and this, that, and the other. So it technically didn't cost me that much because I had help from viewers on it, but that's what the box costs. It costs about $100 or so for it, ish. But it's also because it's the pre-release box, and the pre-release box has a higher rarity pool in it. And also, once they're gone, they're gone. They're not, like, mass producing them. So if you can find them, get your hands on them as quickly as possible. This is why you like Tyrannosaurus. I do! He's derpy! He's a big red dinosaur! He's pretty! He's a Tyrannosaurus! I love him! Pull that. We've already pulled and talked about this. Frigimon. Now, Frigimon was always weird because I always had, like, different names for him in the series. But he's just Frigimon. He's just a ice teddy bear. He's really weird in the cartoon series, but in the video game series, he actually winds up taking care of you if you wind up actually getting... Certain Digimon don't do well in certain climates. Like, if you have a Tyrannomon, which is meant for, like, warmer climates, and you brought him into, like, an icy area, he would actually get sick. This guy actually, if you got sick and passed out due to it, he would actually grab you and help you recover. Bear Tick but Uwu. The first Bear Tick. This one was Kotorimon. There's another version of this one called, what was it? I think it was like Kakatrimon. Both these are based on like some weird chicken Japanese lore. Chicken-esque creature in either Japanese or Chinese lore. I can't remember. I want to say it was like based on like a Japanese yokai for this one, but I could be wrong. Because they do a lot of like Chinese lore in Digimon as well as Japanese lore in Digimon. But essentially this chicken like turns you to stone. It's really weird. The Ice Bear reminded me of Dumb to Loose. I'm not familiar with that. Alright, another attack card. Agumon Expert! This is Agumon thinking he's super swanky and super smart. That's pretty much it. He's a smart Agumon. And he's got a lab coat and a little hat, and I love him. Based on the cockatrice monsters from mythology? I guess so? Here's one that Hiei will like. It's Dolphmon, the Dolphin Digimon. Reminds me of Echo the Dolphin from the old Sega game. These things do really cool things in the video game series. But you never really see them much in the cartoon. They appear, but they don't do a whole lot. But in the video games, they always had like a cool role to play, like helping out the hospitals and stuff like that. It's really weird seeing them do stuff like that, but that's what their roles were. We have another Metal Tyrannomon. This is the red Metal Tyrannomon versus the green one we pulled earlier. We've already pulled Tensomon. Magnadramon. Okay, now this is one that always trips people out. Okay, you are all familiar with Angelwomon. You're all familiar with Angemon. Yay for the Angel Digimon. Angemon, as he keeps digivolving, turns to stuff like Seraphimon and Magna Angemon. He still keeps his humanoid form. Angelwomon goes from being a puppy to a cat to a woman, angel thingy, to this. Magnadramon, the Holy Dragon Digimon. This thing is so cool, but its Digivolution lineup just trips me out. Hardcore. The Godamon family line just cannot make up its mind on what it wants to be next. Ever. This is Chirinmon. This is what that little weasel-looking one turns into, the Kotamon. This is what he turns into. My brother loves his evolution a lot. What's the evolution for this one? That whole line is just weird. It is! It is completely weird. Like, because you start off with you start off with, like, in training form, it's a little tiny awkward cat thing, then you get a dog thing, then you get a cat thing, then you get an angel woman thing, and then you get a freaking, like, stupid big dragon thing. Like, it made no sense. Ikakumon. This is the evolved form of Gomamon, and this Digimon to this day still weirds me out. Like, he goes from being so cute to not cute at all. And I never got behind this Digimon. I know a lot of people that liked him, but I never got behind this one. Godamon is a champion level Digimon? Yes, Godamon is a champion level Digimon. I could never get behind this one. Like, at all. Like, I had moments where I would see him and he was like, oh, that's cool stuff. Oh, speaking of Angelwomon, we pulled Kairi finally. That's the tamer for Angelwomon. In the Digimon Tri-series? What do you mean it isn't cute? This is not cute. In the Digimon Tri-series, weird shit always happens with her. She's always like getting like freaking possessed by stuff. Like, it's always really weird and always really dark what winds up happening to her. You like the gold outline reminds me of the recent goal set for Digimon? Big fluffy roars. Then I will send him to you, Joel. Wait till you see his Digivolve form, you'll be even happier. Next pack. Big floof wars. Big floof wars indeed. Alright, let's see what we pull for this one. This is another one of those holy style Digimon. This one's actually based on the Chinese lions that sit out in front of temples and whatnot. It's really cool, but you never really see much done with him. You see him be very aggressive in the series, which makes sense. He's essentially the Arcanine of Digimon, because that's what Arcanine is based on as well. Now, Arcanine is super fluffy walrus. Yeah, see, like, everyone likes, as I said, I had tons of friends that liked him. Everyone likes him. I just was never a fan of Ikakumon. But instead of being a fire type, he is a holy type Digimon. We've got another Impmon. Oh, fuck. I remember this guy existed. I didn't know we were getting him as a card. Why do we get this guy as a card? This is Chumon. He is a very disgusting little Digimon. He's supposed to be a mouse. He looks like the most cracked out thing I have ever seen. Like, this dude. And his best friend in the anime is a walking, talking pile of poop. Yeah, Saku. Friend of Sakumon. Or it's actually Sukumon, not Sakumon. Nightmares. Yeah, this dude is nasty. And he sits and chills with poop. Which is even more nasty. It's... I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. You watch so because I'm wanting to run a black deck. Watch, I wind up having to run him. Because his ability is not bad. Nova Blast, which attack for Vidramon. Gardramon is one of my favorite machine types. He winds up digivolving into Andromon. This big, hulking, bulky dude. I've always been a sucker for, like, machine type Digimon anyway. He's big, hulking, bulky, like, walking steampunk champion level Digimon. And his fists are attached to chains on the inside, and he can launch his fists at people and punch them straight in the face. Yes, he is part of the High Andromon family line. Or he's one of the ways you can get to that line. Of course, we have Frigimon, we've already talked about. Numamon, we've already talked about. We finally have our martyr character, the character that dies all the time. And here's the worst part. No matter what the series is, he dies. Except according to my brother, apparently one version of him in season 4 apparently doesn't die. But in every other version, he dies. He is the guy who's guaranteed to die. And the card game decided to poke fun at that. Upon deletion, gain 2 memory. So his only effect happens when he dies! Why would you do this to me? His only effect works when he dies. Why would you do this to me? Why? Why do this to me? On deletion. On death. Do the thing. That's hilarious. That is so wrong! I'm sad. Okay, we've already talked about the metal monkey man himself. Alright, we pulled Biomon. Biomon's always been a cute little bird type Digimon. I know y'all know my obsession and love for birds, but this is actually one that, like, in the beginning of the series, I hated this thing, but the more the series went on, the more I actually really enjoyed seeing this Digimon and her character growth. She's really cute. She's really adorable. I like her attack, which is Spiral Twister. I love what she turns into. At the very end of everything, her mega form is Phoenixmon, and it is gorgeous. Have a good night, Kelly. Pleasant nightmares to you. Grab a movement on the way out. Cerberusmon. Now, this is a new Digimon to me. Now, it's supposed to be a 3-headed dog, because Cerberus is, but instead, it's got 2 heads on armor pauldrons on it. This is an ultimate level Digimon? I wonder if Pat's still here. If Pat's still here, explain Cerberusmon. Because this is one even I don't know about. I love how this card is designed. That's a pretty boy. That's an angry dog. This is a dog who will eat your face. The effect's not bad. Twice per turn, you can unsuspend this Digimon by trashing 3 cards in your hand. So discard 3 cards, and you can make him attack again, basically. Holy shit! So... we pulled... the secret rare. This isn't the secret rare version I'm looking for, but it's still a valuable card and a gorgeous card. I love this. This is what Metal Greymon used to be. It used to be blue instead of orange, and I absolutely love this card. Look at him. Look at how pretty that is. Holy shit. Sleevey thing. Sleevey thing. Jesus Christ. If we pull the other secret rare for this, I will lose my damn mind. I will completely lose my shit. That's fucking cool. That is awesome. That means I now have 2 of this. I love this. Oh my god. This is like... probably the rarest card I own in my entire collection of anything is I actually own the very first Metal Greymon card that was printed. It is another blue Metal Greymon, but it came out with the Digimon World 1 game, and they were all individually numbered. And I still own it, which is why I want the other one so bad. But Jesus Christ, look at that. That is so pretty. Ah, love this card. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh my god. So far, our pulls have been insane. We have gotten some good shit, my dudes. We have gotten some real good shit so far. I can't wait to actually take the time to build a deck for it now. So let's see what else we wind up with. We've already covered Hornbuster. We've already covered this Digimon, that Digimon, that Digimon, that attack, that Digimon. We're finally getting to the point where we're going to wind up seeing duplicates. Oh! Bibidomon. Look at him! This is a cute little dude. You can actually get him in the new Legacy Digivices that came out recently. He turns into Dragomon, and he is really cute and adorable. I love him. He's effectually good. I've always been a fan of this Digimon because he's just adorable, and his family line turns into really badass looking Digimon. Love him to death. Petermon. Okay, I am not familiar with Petermon. He looks pretty. This is definitely your husbando Digimon. You play 1 Tinkermon from your hand or recycle bin without paying its memory cost. That's not bad. Petermon, though. Like, he's obviously based on Peter Pan, because his name's Petermon, and he summons a Tinkermon when he comes out, which is another little fairy Digimon. I gotta look up this Petermon guy. Look him up! I want to know more about him! No, I'm guessing Peter Pan because he summons a Tinker card, which is a rookie level, like, Tinkerbell looking card. Alright, we have Kuwagamon, which we've already explained. We have another TK. Go ahead and pull that out, which is awesome. TK was the younger brother of Matt. This is the tamer, whom of which had Angemon as his main. He gets the most character growth and development throughout the series, but he's also the one that winds up going through some of the hardest times because he's just an itty-bitty child. Like, he's like 5, 6 in the course of the series, dealing with a lot of, like, kids going into their teens and having to grow up incredibly fast. Hello, Sarah Beth. How are you? And then we have... oh, shit. Hell yes. I actually know somebody who's looking for this right now. We just pulled Magna Angemon. Speaking of TK, speaking of Angemon, speaking of a husbando card, look at this glorious boy here. Holy shit. Magna Angemon's first appearance in the series was like so bizarre to me because he was an ultimate level Digimon that came in and just like decimated a mega level Digimon and his entire squad of goons. It was so ridiculous because he came in with more power than the megas that were already ahead of him. It was absolutely insane. Can't confirm Petermon is based off of Peter Pan and can only find card game related results for him. So he may be someone who's exclusive to the card game. Made a gate essentially to hell. Yes, yes he did. In this game, he has recovery +1. Place the top card of your deck into your security stack. Your security stack, if anybody's ever played the Pokemon trading card game, you have 6 prize cards. In this game, you have a security stack, which is 5 cards that work kind of like prize cards. Every time your opponent attacks, they're aiming to attack those. If they attack all 5, then they have a chance to attack you directly. Only difference is in Pokemon, when you attack and beat something, you get a prize card. That goes into your hand. Attacking a security card deletes it. It's kind of like attacking a firewall. I keep hearing he's one of the better yellow cards. We're going to put that in a sleevey. I've got someone who's looking for that, and that'll get me some good stuff out of that. So, I'm excited for that, most definitely. Let's go ahead and play a different playlist for you guys. Yeah, that's a good pull. That is a good damn pull. That's a good card. Because it's not a good damn card for me, but it's a good card for me to help somebody out. Pull the rare. Thomas there. Okay, so we've gone through the first stack of cards, the first stack of boosters I had. So let's grab. We're through our first 10. So we got. Should have 14 more left to go. So 1, 2, 3 from that side. 1, 2, 3 from that side. 2 from that side. 2 from that side. And we'll put the last 4 off to the side for the final pull and reveal. That's right there. Okay. Let's see what we got. Rocket League Anthem. Yep. This is from my Pokemon playlist. Okay. So what do we pull? We pull another Dolphinmon. We've covered him already. Greymon. We've covered him already. Gorillamon. Now this was a weird one in the cartoon series, but my first discovery of this card was during the original card game. Dug a little deeper in Petermon. For Petermon, it found he debuted in Digimon Crusader video game. Really? I don't think I've played the Crusader game. I'm not familiar with that one. But now I feel like I need to go looking into it, because I want to know what the hell that is. But Gorilla was always like a weird Digimon, because it's like this big hulking gorilla that was based on, weirdly enough, the gorilla character from Rampage. Except for they glued a horrific Mega Buster to his arm. He was always big, destroying buildings and stuff, and blasting everything. Scary as hell. Ogremon, this is one of my favorites because he is so damn stupid. He is dumb, he beats up on things, he's a bad guy, but also at the same time not necessarily a bad guy. I've always liked this Digimon because he's dim-witted, but in some cases he's well-meaning. He does wind up usually in anything starting off as a bad guy, but he doesn't always necessarily stay one. He has a code. Yes, he has a code of honor. Wacky Smackymon! Yes! This is the epitome of Wacky Smackymon. He will settle anything by fighting first. And they have a very strict code of honor for this guy. Usually, his main #1, opponent is Leomon. Which is a trip if you're a history buff. I will look at that after stream. I don't have to worry about anything on the lewd corner. Night Raid, which is an attack for Myotismon. Absolutely love Myotismon, but he wasn't my favorite out of the Dark Digimon. One of my Dark Digimon favorites that I liked a lot was actually Reapermon, which was someone that was a creature he controlled, a Digimon he controlled. Ironically enough, if you look at the card game as well as most of their stats, before evolving, Reapermon was actually stronger than this Digimon. Take it off. I'm sleeping after leftovers. Well, have a wonderful night, Brian. I hope you got to enjoy this. I hope you have fun with this. I know you're also personally a Digimon fan. There will be more Digimon content coming out, so be excited. I do plan on playing this game. And if you wind up getting some, we can also play with you. Just saying. Because I have a way of being able to play with the real cards if y'all get real cards and be able to play with people. So that'll be really cool since this game is fully launching in January. Manzemon. We've already talked about Manzemon, but Manzemon is a cute, adorable little bean. I absolutely love him. There's apparently a different art version of this card, but it's in a different set, and it references the Digivolution from the first Digimon World game. So what are you guys thinking of this stream so far? Are you enjoying it? You having fun? Are you enjoying the weirdness of opening booster packs? I know a lot of people like to watch unboxing videos and streams and stuff like that. I wasn't sure how it would go. I was just really excited for this because I'm 5. And I plan on playing this on stream for you guys occasionally. So I'm hoping you guys like it. But what do you guys personally think? I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of unboxing videos, but they may happen every once in a while. I have no idea what's going on, but I like the art and the shinies. Well, as I said before, most people don't have much of an idea of what's going on with the card game. Card game just came out. You can download the app if you are curious on how to play it. Unlike when I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or when I play Hearthstone, where I have so much knowledge on it that it's hard for me to explain. Since I'm new in this game, I can actually, and will actually, be teaching y'all how to play in a future stream. So we need to learn about the Mons and see the art and holo stuff. And see, that's something else like I notice a lot when it comes to like unboxing, like for cards like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, and even Digimon. I've watched a couple unboxings for Digimon. No one is explaining the Digimon. And Digimon, though be it, is still well known. It's not anywhere near as well known as something like Pokemon. Most people only know like the first season to 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons of Digimon. So I wanted to go through and explain as much as I could about each card as I knew it. Titamon is a giant, scary, ogre-styled and ogre-themed Mega Digimon. This dude is horrifying. He is a Shaman Digimon. He comes in and he just beats the hell out of everything. I actually, for the longest time, I thought he was an Ogremon Digivolution. I know Ogremon has a way to get to him, but it's not his main way to go. That is right. They have also rebooted the original Digimon series recently and basically started everything over. And it's actually really well done. I was afraid it was going to suck, but they actually did a really good job with it. So if you are interested in wanting to learn more, the new anime is definitely worth looking into. It's on Crunchyroll and Verve right now. This is another attack we've already looked into. We've already looked into Growlmon. Ah, Puppetmon! This is Digivolved from Cherrymon. In the series, this guy is essentially a spoiled child. He acts like a spoiled child a lot. You wind up seeing him fight a lot with TK. And when they finally defeat this guy, it is such a satisfying moment. I used to love this Digimon, but at the same time, I hated him because I hate his personality. He's like Twisted Pinocchio to the umpteenth degree. But I loved his weapon and its attack types. He actually does some fun stuff in the card game too. It's suspend one of your opponent's Digimon during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. None of your opponent's Digimon can unsuspend. So basically, they are not attacking next turn. They just get to like stop. We've got a raid! Hello, peeps! How are you? Welcome! I'm opening Digiman cards! What is up? Hello, Warlord! Hello, Alana J! Hello, Sophie! Hello, Angelica Duststuff! Hello, Legendary Dragon! Hello, Flota! Holy crap! Flota Fam is here to rave! Nikki the Swordsman. Thank you so much for that lovely donation! Get some love in the chat for our lovely raiders! Get some lovely hearts and coffees in the chat for that donation! Show everybody all the awesome love that you can. And hello, Jenna. Jenna, like, your name being changed really confuses me, and I've got to message you on Discord later. Thank you very much for the donation. Thank you very much, Flota. Thank you for everyone who's coming in with Flota. How do you do? You have missed some crazy stuff, peeps. You have missed some absolutely insane and crazy stuff. We have pulled some awesome cards so far. We've pulled some super shiny stuff. We pulled the secret rare for the set. We pulled a freaking $200 card. Jesus Christ. When I raid hard. You raid like a beast and we love it. Welcome. grab yourself a muffin, grab yourself some coffee, or some soda, or some water, whatever your preferred is. Get on it. Grab at it. How do you do? Welcome, peeps. And thank you for subscribing, Warlord. Very much appreciated. But yeah, no, this was our big thing today. Second pack of the night. Most expensive card in the entire set. Alternate art for Omnimon. I screamed like a small child. I have no idea if you're a Digimon fan, Flota, or any of you lovely peeps coming in, but I've been explaining cards that we have been getting as we go through, explaining what they do, what their names are, like what they... I'm explaining more of the lore behind each character, like from where they come from in the series, as opposed to the actual card game stuff itself. This card game is just now coming out and brand spanking new, and I'm going to be teaching people how to play it a little bit later on. I'm a Digimon fan, but you're cool, so I rated you anyways. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for subscribing. Can't remember all the Digimon, but I love them. There are so many. There are more Digimon than there are Pokemon, and it's insane. I also have, like, 20 of this one Digimon, and I'm so happy about it. But ironically enough, have not pulled it at all in my own box of stuff that I've bought. I have not pulled a single one of these today. These were all gifted to me from other peeps that bought boxes today. So I get my favorite Digimon. I want to hopefully have enough to fill the entire book, but I have not pulled one today. And I'm in shock I have not pulled one. It makes me sad. Hopefully you're having a great stream. Yes, I am, Floto. How was your stream? What were you playing today, Floto? What was the game of the day? Pumpkin intensifies. Like, legit, no joke. My pumpkin obsession is real. Not only have it as a card, but my deck box is pumpkin colored. My freaking card binder is pumpkin colored. The sleeves for the deck that I'm going to build is also pumpkin colored. Like, I'm dyed to match here. Playing Extra Story and Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. How is that? I haven't got a chance to do that yet. Pumpkinmon is an all-time favorite. Kept dying a lot. Ah, sounds like one of my normal days. Okay, so we just pulled Pumpkinmon. I was explaining Pumpkinmon being the creepy puppet master that he is. And we got one more card out of this pack. Oh, yes! Hell yeah! Okay, cool. We pulled another good holofoil card. We pulled one of the rarer cards in the set. I have actually been hoping I'd get this one. I'm not sure if I want to keep it or trade it to a friend of mine who was looking for it, because I also am curious about how this card works. But we pulled Metal Garurumon. Another absolute fan favorite. Also said it was looking rather sweet. We're talking about the card setup. This is actually the same setup I used for Lego Day, except for I now have an actual, like, mount for my camera. But yeah, I used to use this all the time for building Legos. So now we're using it for card games. And hello, Allie, how are you? Welcome. You are fashionably late, so you are fine. But yes, this was a hell of a good pull. To all my Digimon fans out there, to all the people that grew up with Digimon, I know all of you know this one. This is what you get when you go from Gabumon to the Garurumon to Were-Garurumon, aka from little lizard dude with a fluffy coat to a big blue wolf to a big blue werewolf. Now you get a big blue metal wolf, and he is beautiful. And his effect is not bad either. When attacking, play a level 4 or lower Digimon card under this card as another Digimon without paying its memory cost. AKA, you get to just, like, yeet it out of nowhere. That's going in a sleeve immediately. I see why people are using this now. That effect is not bad. So far, we are doing fantastic. And we still got all of these, plus 4 more packs I got hiding under here. So we got a good ways to go. We're getting there, fam. We getting there. And thank you everyone who is sitting here and chilling with us today. I know this is like a weird stream for me, but like I love card games and I love Digimon, and I finally get to share something with you guys that I absolutely love to death. And I'm excited of like how well y'all are going along with this, y'all are learning with this, the questions you're asking, the fun stuff that the fun memories you guys have from this. Like, I absolutely love it. And our first card from this one is another Were-Garurumon, whom of which Digivolves into Metal Garurumon, the one we just saw. Joel, I think you'll really like this card. He's a pretty boy. Love this, hoping to see more. We will be doing more Digimon-related stuff, especially more Digimon card-related stuff. Not sure if there'll be more unboxings, because this is expensive. And if it wasn't for the fact of help from you guys and a couple of friends, this would not happen. This is expensive. This is something I can't do all the time. I would love to. I would absolutely love to, but it's not feasible to do all the time. And to people that are just coming in, like Photo, I know you love people like Leomon, but I know you also know the running gag that Leomon always dies. They actually put that and incorporated it into the damn card game. His only effect happens when he dies. I'm so mad about that. But yes, look at this pretty boy. You may delete one of your other Digimon to unsuspend this. Jesus Christ. That could come in handy. We've already discussed Gardramon and my love for him because he's a big boy. He's a big metal machine boy. We've already discussed Potato Digimon. Freaking baked potato. Mushroomon. Flaresmon. Great Tornado. I'm hoping we see a copy of this card come out. Gotta pull that aside. I'm hoping we see a copy of Wargreymon in here because I need Wargreymon for the deck that I'm currently working on. Now I want a baked potato. There is a place around here called Lawler's that has like this ultimate stuffed baked potato. It's a baked potato stuffed with shredded cheddar cheese, your choice of either turkey barbecue or pulled pork barbecue, sour cream, butter, and chives. And it is delicious. Oh, I would kill for it. I love that potato. Or did it stay white? The box for this one is blue. This is the color of the box for this set. Looking to play ticket BRB, I'll just ask to hold the sour cream. And they will do that for you. They will hold the sour cream. What's it called again? It's a restaurant called Lawler's. Oh, that's right! You should be able to find that. Yeah, I know I slur my words. Is this how you... Ethan, if I misspell this, correct it. I didn't mean to put the W at the end of it. Yeah, that's it, Mari. We've already talked about Frigimon. Loader Leomon. This is a machine Leomon. I don't know a lot about him. He's appeared more recently. He's a very new Digimon, but I like him because he's essentially a mechanized Leomon that is very similar to, like, Ripjaw from the Transformers series. He turns into a cassette tape. Except for this guy is built from, like power loader equipment. Sour cream is good. Totally didn't argue about that on my own stream. I mean, I like sour cream. Like when I was a kid, I hated sour cream. As an adult, like, I love putting that shit in my mac and cheese. Like, it can be used. It is such a versatile thing. It is delicious. Ah, we finally pulled a Palmon. I've been needing this card today, so that's a good pull. It's a common, but it's what I needed. Palmon was the rookie Digimon for Mimi in the series. The Crest of Sincerity was the crest that they used. The Rosemon I pulled earlier, this is what that starts out as. This one right here, the one that, like, everyone liked to comment on the fact that there were super boobies there. That's where this starts. It starts as this cute little thing, and somehow turns into super boobies. This is another weird one for Digivolution. It turns into, goes from this to a cactus to a humanoid lily-based Digimon to this. Palmon is best girl. Oh my god. Well, I know I'm going for lunch tomorrow. You get you some good food, Alana. That trust me. Ooh, baked potato. Message me and let me know what you think of that baked potato. God, it's been so long since I've had it. I haven't had that in, like, I haven't had that since the pandemic started. They're still open, but I haven't had a chance to get it since then. Ah, Megadramon, the Machine Dragon. This is one of my favorite Digimon ever. He winds up turning into Machine Dramon himself. He has two, like, Nova-based cannons on his arms and a steel head protector with, like, really weird, like, tattered wings. They have another version of him, same level, ultimate level Digimon, that is, called Cyberdramon. He's the exact same thing, except for his wings are actually made out of metal, are more square, and the body is gray. Love this Digimon. Now I want a baked potato. Well, you're not the only one. I want a baked potato, too. I haven't had dinner yet. Alright, there's our rare, which is Matt Ishida. This is the purple variation, because he comes in purple and blue. I needed the purple one, so that worked out great for me. This is the owner of the Crest of Friendship, and is the tamer to the Garurumon family line of Digimon. He is the one who, basically, the werewolf Digimon y'all been seeing repeatedly. He is the kid who controls that Digimon. I've been waiting to pull this card, so that's actually a really good pull for us. And let's see what we've got next. Next is another rare attack card, or ability card. So that works out. I'm going to head out now. I'm getting quite tired. Enjoy the rest of your stream, gamers. Take care, Floto. Have a wonderful night. Can we get a link to Floto's channel in the chat one more time? Please go check them out, especially if you like JRPGs. They play a ton of JRPGs. They're known for long streams. They're very interactive. They like to sit and chill and chat with their peeps. If you go and you see them, you won't be disappointed. Trust me on this one, you'll have a blast of a time. I like to lurk in their channel a lot. Thank you, Joe. And thank you, Shane. Alright. We've already yet again covered this attack, so we're going to skip through it. We've already covered Green Agumon. We've already covered Wizardmon. We've already covered Spiral Sword. We finally pull a Gyomon. Okay. Or, Gyomon. Gyomon. Different Digimon entirely. He was notorious for putting, like, Mon at the end of everything. His tamer's name was Takato, and he always went around calling him Takatomon. He was really weird. This Digimon is one of the weirdest Digimon ever because he was literally made by his tamer. His tamer drew out all this stuff from the Digivolution line all the way to, from, like, baby mode all the way to Mega of what he would turn into. Wound up finding his super swanky Digivice, and it wound up basically downloading all the information he wrote out on this Digimon, and poof! So this Digimon right here is the OC Digimon. That is what this dude is. He's the OC Digimon. Original character, do not steal. That is what this guy is. It was so, like, he was one of the weirder ones for them to put out, and I love him because he turns into some of the coolest Digimon forms ever, including Gallantmon. Absolutely love him. Look, a good boy. Yes, he is a good boy. We've already talked about Kudomon. We've already talked about Metal Tyrannomon. We've already talked about Cherrymon, the walking tree. Another version of Garurumon. This is a good boy. Look at him. He's got a bone. He am a good boy. Look at him go. Him nom a treat. We have Darkmon. This is another one that I don't know a ton about, but I want to learn more about because it looks like another Digimon I'm familiar with. Him Munch. He do Munch. It is a really pretty card. I'm not gonna lie, this is a sexy card. Let's just be real. But I like this card. It's a pretty card. And, I think I know what it Digivolves into, but I'm not going to spout it off because I'm not certain. Up, we pulled another Puppetmon. And Skullgreymon! Oh, fuck yeah! I love Skullgreymon. Skullgreymon was proof that, like, if you were a tamer and you had Digimon, this was, like, your first proof in the TV series that if you treated them bad and you did bad things, or you didn't treat them well, or treat them with the respect they deserve, they could turn into horrifying monsters. This thing has, like, no conscience. It has no, like, real mentality to it. Its entire objective is just kill everything. It doesn't matter, friend or foe, it's just kill. It takes the strongest of tamers to be able to control one of these Digimon. It's horrifying, and I love it. Oh, he's horrifying. In the first Digimon World 1 game, if you have a Greymon, or even a Metal Greymon, and you fight with them, if they wind up dying while having low discipline, they can wind up forcing themselves to Digivolve into this in that game. It was really trippy, but it was really cool that they did that. I'm very excited for that. This is just a basic rare, but this is like one of my favorite cards I've pulled so far. I love the art for it. I love this Digimon because he's horrifying. Like, that's something I liked about Digimon, was that they did not shy away from scary shit. And this is the epitome of some scary shit, man. You did not want to run into him in a dark alleyway. Mainly because he took up the entire alleyway. Next pack. I can already tell apparently there's a shiny in this pack. Alright, go ahead and pull that. Alright, we pulled another Tyrannomon. This is a green Tyrannomon. I'm not a fan of the art for this Tyrannomon. Like, look at him. I don't like how they did the nose for this one. This has been the only card I don't like the art for. Especially when you look at this version of Tyrannomon versus this one. When you put the two side by side, this is the better one to use for most intensive purposes. But this one is the better looking. I want this effect on this card. Because look at that, then look at this. Happy derp, that's awesome. Just straight derp. I don't like the art for this one. It's the only card in the entire set that I have seen so far that I'm not a fan of how he looks. Of how they did him up. Like, even the ones I'm not fans of, I enjoy. Alright. We've already pulled this attack before. Repamon. Okay, the little weasel Digimon we showed you earlier, / ferret Digimon, this is another thing he can turn into. This is a really cool Digimon. It's another holy Digimon. It's another one of the holy beasts. This one based on Japanese lore and mythology. Running into these in the video game, I always hated. They're not extraordinarily strong, but every time I run into them, you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Oh my god. Every time I ran into this in the video game, I hated them. I hated seeing them. They're great. I loved having them. Guillemon bread. Guillemon bread. It's bread shaped like my head. Yes! That one I liked in Digimon Dawn. Yeah, in Digimon Dawn, like, I had Digimon Dawn as well. No, I had Dusk. And I hated fighting them. I liked having them, but I hated fighting them. Alright, another Greymon. Another Vegemon. We got another Metal Greymon, but this one has different card art. I like this card art better than the red card art, but they're both really cool looking. I like how the attack looks on this one, and I like how it works. I want to see if I can find a way to play this one. I want to play this one really bad. Just mainly because I like how it looks. That's the main reasoning. Alright, Heat Viper we've already looked at. Spider Shooter we've already looked at. Finally pulled a damn Devimon out of all of these. So this Digimon this one has Retaliation, aka in the Japanese version of this game it's called Vengeance. When this Digimon is deleted after losing a battle, delete the Digimon it was battling. This is also going back to the story of it in the TV series, because this one winds up killing Angemon in their first battle. Because Angemon kills him and he kills Angemon. So they actually give that as an ability to him that if he dies in card game, he takes his opponent with him, and I love that. That becomes very useful when you're running purple. Devidramon, which is the more beast-like version of Devimon. This is one I've always loved the design of. I always thought he was really cool looking. He's always really creepy looking. I've loved him, but I don't know a lot about him. There's not a shit ton of lore about him. He doesn't do a lot in the series, but I've always liked his design and stuff that he can digivolve into. Oh, there's a shiny card in there. Alright, we got another Terrors Cluster. And our shiny card is... Oh, shit! Oh, cool! Wait! That is... another Metal Garurumon. We already pulled this one, which was the blue variation, but we now have a purple variation of Metal Garurumon as well. A fun fact about this card game in the for the American release for this, in Japan they are several sets ahead of us. They announced this like very early in the they announced this last year, so they're several sets ahead of us. So to catch us up to Japan, to make it where there's only like a 1 or 2 pack gap, our first 2 packs, which are this and the 1.5 coming out in January, are the first 4 sets all mashed together. So that's the reason why we're seeing a purple variation right next to a blue variation. Because usually you'd only see, like, the blue one in a set. I think they got bad breath. Good boy robot edition, indeed. You may play 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory costs. Any on-play effects are don't activate. That's still not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That could have some uses for me. I may have a tech for that one. If nothing else, it's pretty. That's cool. That's cool. That's another good pull. Okay. It's ironic because, like, this is the card that, like, we still pulled that Omnimon, which is the card to be looking for, and everyone looks for this card. And I'll admit, I was looking for it, but I haven't pulled the cards I was hunting for so far. Like Lilithmon or Rashidramon yet. So we're going to see how that goes. Alright, we've discussed Gorillamon, we've discussed El Tyrannomon, we have Garurumon, again, Good Boy Downgrade Edition. We've already explained Gomamon, Black Tyrannomon, Night Raid for Myotismon. We've already explained Volcanidramon, Hyandramon. This is like the RoboCop of Digimon. I don't like the angle they drew for him here, but like usually like he is a scary badass dude that thinks very logically. He's replaced most of his organic components from his original Andromon state with machine parts to make him more efficient, but it also makes him a way scarier killing machine. Have a wonderful night, MT. Thank you for coming out. Take care. Pleasant nightmares. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for chilling with us. I hope you had a good time tonight, my friend. Just sitting, chilling, and chatting. Titamon, which we've already looked at. We have another baby Digimon, and look how cute he is! A little puffball on the wind. He kind of looks like the Snitch from Harry Potter. Taiga. Okay, this guy is the tamer from the PSP game we never got stateside. I own a Japanese copy of that game, and I've also played the... I've played an English translation of it, but I actually own a physical copy of that game from Japan. It was revealed with the card game that his original Digimon he was supposed to have was his Agumon's original form was supposed to actually go into Tyrannomon. But most of the box art for this shows his Digimon being Greymon. He's actually one of the better protagonists for one of the game series. And we pulled Inframon. He is the pre-evolved form of Diaboromon. He is another creepy-looking dude. He's like this whole like spider motif going on, and I love it. I love him to death. Actually, though, like his appearance better than his evolved form. I like this better. I think this is more intimidating and scary-looking to me. I get why most people find Diaboromon to be scarier, but I find this to be scarier. Run away! Nightmares are coming back. Man, in the movie, he was horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Okay. So let's see what we've got. We've already covered this one. Okay, for me, like, I have like 20 freaking Pumpkinmon, but this is the first Pumpkinmon I have personally pulled all damn day. He is supposed to be a super common card. That's my first one I pulled of the night. I love this one because, for one, he's Pumpkinmon. This is where my obsession with pumpkins started. This card started it all. this Digimon started it all. This guy right here, was the first proof in Digimon that just because you're classified as a bad guy or a dark type Digimon did not necessarily mean you were actually a bad guy. This guy just liked to play pranks on people and play games. The main bad guy for the story arc in this series hated this character so much because he didn't get shit done that he just obliterates him out of nowhere with little to no empathy towards him. He just yeets and deletes this guy. And it was one of the first times I cried during that series. I loved it and I hated it all at the same time. And since then, you haven't seen much of him in the series, which makes me sad. Kokowagamon, Machine Beetle. You know me and machines and bugs, so, like, this is an automatic favorite. I love this Digimon. I'm waiting to see them put more of his evolved forms in to the series. There aren't a lot of him yet in the card game yet. Piximon, we've talked about. Digitamamon, we've talked a lot about. Numamon was the first card we talked about. Talked a lot about. Hornblast, we've talked about. Garurumon, we have seen so many different Garurumons. We've talked about them all. We just talked about Chirinmon. First Mega Kabuterimon we've seen. We actually technically talked about him when we pulled his attack earlier. But this is the ultimate level to Izzy's main Digimon, Tentomon, which is the little robot bug. It turns into Kabuterimon, which is that blue bug with a lightning ball, which then turns into Mega Kabuterimon, who will eventually turn into Hercules Kabuterimon, which is a big fucking Hercules beetle. They all specialize in electric type attacks. They're devastating, they're huge, and incredibly strong. I have to cut out for now. Stream keeps loading on me, so I've missed a few pulls. Sad day. Am I having latency issues? I shouldn't be. Not on my end. Oh! We pulled Venom Myotismon. Holy shit. Not a super rare card, but a card I have been hunting for. Digimon checks one additional security card. This is the Mega Form for Myotismon, which was one of the biggest bad guys in the series for a long time. And this was our first introduction to Mega Level Digimon in the TV series. He was they actually, like, incorporated stuff like the Mark of the Beast in this series with this one. It was really trippy. Really messed up. Mad Dog Fire, that's something for Cerberusmon. Big meaty claws! Yes! There are commons. Already talked about it. 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 Another Pokemon! There we go. Yay, team. Already talked about it. Already talked about it. Already talked about it. Depressed, we've already talked about it. Fuck yeah. Finally got a Lilymon. This, when I was a kid, this was the waifu. This was the waifu card for me when I was a kid. This was the waifu Digimon. I love this card. I love this character. She's just fucking adorable. Don't judge me. She was cute. Leave me alone. But this was my waifu when I was a kid. I absolutely love this card. Spin one of your opponents Digimon without blocker. That's a good effect, too. But this is the one that, when you get this one, it eventually digivolves into the Super Booby. Judges you. Don't judge me, you weenie! And then our other pull was Angemon. We'll go to you. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful night, Vegeta. Take care and pleasant nightmares to you, my friend. Alright, now we're starting to kind of breeze through these since we've already seen most of the stuff. Pull that. Already talked about Digitamamon. The lion-style Digimon we've been seeing, the one that's not Leomon, but the other one that looks like Simba walked out of Hot Topic. This is the pre-evolved form to it. And that's really all you got to say about it. There's not a lot on him. Ogremon we've talked about. We've talked about Blade of the True. We've talked about Monodramon, just a little tiny dragon dude. He's cute. He appears a lot in the video games, but he doesn't have any storyline or plot elements. We've talked about Gabumon. We talked about Gravity Crush, because it's from the big hulking construction bot. We talked about Groundramon. It was one I didn't know a lot about. We talked about Palmon. Talked about Bergermon. Oh! We finally pulled Joe. This is a guy who had, like, the one that I didn't think was cute, that y'all all thought was cute. The giant fluffy walrus. This is his tamer. This is Joe Keto. He winds up, this character by the end of his series and story arc actually winds up becoming a doctor. It's actually really cool. Really cool character. I liked him as a character a lot. He gets some of the best character development in his series. And Mimi! Lilymon and Rosemon, this is their tamer. I absolutely love this character. She's cute. She starts off being a very whiny brat character. And she's like a very whiny brat character, crying about stuff like this. Definitely seems like your rich kid type. And she winds up like really maturing over the course of the series, and her crest winds up being the crest of sincerity, which winds up she has to learn how to be sincere to be able to utilize that crest. And as she starts to develop and learn basically more empathy, she winds up doing great things as she progresses and winds up helping out charity organizations, stuff like that in her series. She's also like the only like the only bilingual character in the series, in the original series, because she learns Japanese and English, because she travels to America. All right, next pack. Agreed, Kami. Agreed. All right, we've discussed. He's got a silly hat. We discussed. Some more Skull Greymon. It's another card for Impmon. Your Digimon gains on deletion. Play this card without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effects on the Digimon played with this effect don't activate their... Oh, that's neat. Finally pulled a Biotismon. Ultimate baddie, whom of which thinks he's a Lestat vampire. He was actually pretty annoying in the series. He was a boss like you just love to hate, but I also did not love him because like he was just an asshole. Loader Leomon. Infinity Cannon. I need Machine Dramon. This is an attack for Machine Dramon. Basically dual cannon back beast, and I want it. And Tanamon. Okay, this card right here is a baby Digimon, and when I saw it, this is one of the things I was absolutely most excited about. You see he's got meat coming out of the ground? This is a reference to the original Digimon World game on PlayStation. This little dude right here would actually... Meat grows on farms in Digimon, but it doesn't come from killing a cow or some shit. No, it just literally grows up from the ground. And this character was the one who gave you your daily allotment of meat every day. It's one of the most obscure references in the damn card game. I saw it completely flip shit. I was like, I need this in my freaking life. I was so excited. That was actually one of the things that got me super hyped for the game, because that's when I started noticing that there were Easter eggs in the art. I went through and started like hyper looking into cards, which is how I discovered this one's art and what it meant, and a bunch of others that I've gone through already. Okay. We've already talked about Quagmon. Another Pumpkinmon for the stack! Hell yeah. Already talked about this one. Already talked about this one. Already talked about this one. Already talked about that one. Already talked about that one. Talked about that one. Talked about that one. Talked about that one. We pulled a mat again. Need another one, so that's good. What are the dots? What did I miss? Joel? Raising meat, not rising meat, you dingus. Oh, shit. We pulled Seraphimon. Holy shit. This is the mega level for Patamon. This is the mega level for Angemon. This is... Ooh, this is a good card. This is a hella cool Digimon. I'm not much one for Angel Digimon, but I love this Digimon. That is a hella good pull. Fuck yes. Recovery 1, plays top card. That's cool. Well, you have 3 or more security cards. This Digimon gains security attack plus 1. Jesus Christ. This is dumb good. But yeah, for everyone who liked Angemon, this is what your final result is, because they don't show him a lot in the cartoon series, or in the anime series, but he is a beast. How many of the Angemon line are you going to pull tonight? I think I've pulled all of it by this point, except for Angemon. I can't remember if she's in this set or not. I know her card exists, but I'm not sure if she's in this set or the next one that's coming out. But we're doing pretty good on shiny cards. We pulled a lot of shinies. Ah, there's the boy. I finally got him. Finally pulled an Andromon, which I'm very excited for. Love him. This is our zombie robot dude. Like, if you look at him, like you can see, like, his actual, like, arms underneath here, like, covered in, like, machine parts. And some parts of him you can actually see bone and stuff. Like, that was really trippy seeing in the cartoon. Like, he was weird as hell, but I loved him. Discuss this guy, discuss that guy, discuss that guy, discuss that guy, discuss that guy. This is like one of the first ones you saw that like, you actually feared for the people who were in the series, because he was devastating. And he wasn't supposed to be a bad guy, he was being controlled by something. And he's one of the stronger Digimon around without getting into like the Holy Vanguard. So like, this was horrifying. And him being usually a good guy to everybody, and then going around and turning on everybody, made it just ultimate fear. We have ourselves another baby Digimon. Look at that! It's a dandelion. Ha! It's Fremon. Look at it. It's a little cute cat. It's actually one of the cuter ones I've seen. Mega Kabuterimon again. Ah, here's Tinkermon to go with Petermon. That's really cute. We have Yokomon. Actually now have a complete set of that from what I was given earlier from a friend of mine. And Flower Cannon for Lilymon, we've already pulled that. Alright. Final 3 packs. Here they are. We're down to the last 3, guys. Let's see what we pull. Alright, we've talked on Tyrannomon, we've talked on Geomon, we've talked on Repamon, we've talked on Monzemon, we talked on Vegemon, we talked on Leolomon, we talked on Forbidden Temptation, we've talked on Wenyamon, we've... Go ahead and pull that out. We've talked on Myotismon, we've talked on... Oh, we haven't talked on Boltmon! Okay. How many packs do you have in total? 24 packs. One box goes with 24 packs of cards. Okay, you see this? This is Pumpkinmon. This is my favorite Digimon, right? Guess what he digivolves into? This! This is Pumpkinmon's original Digivolution. Look at this shit! That's not a pumpkin. No, that's not a pumpkin. Oh my god, but I love him. He's so cool looking. Big Joel. Jesus Christ. He is a freaking beast. I love him. He's one that I'll probably wind up going in the deck in some form or fashion. Just because I like that Digimon. We got Giga Blaster. Oh, we got Karamon. Yet again. Diaboromon, the big, ugly, creepy, scary dude. This big, creepy, scary dude right here. This is his rookie form. Yet again, I like the evolved forms better in appearance than I like the big bad guy for that one. That's a good pull. I needed that card. I still hadn't run into it yet. So that helps out a ton. Alright. The small nightmare. And it is a nightmare indeed it is. Okay, last 2 packs. Red or blue? Both. Alright, I got 2 votes for blue. So red's gonna be the final pack of the night. Alright. Let's see it. Let's see it. Alright, we pulled Vilemon. This is a weird offshoot from Devimon. He's a really creepy little dude. Think of like a 4chan board. That's where this dude would go. This dude would live in a 4chan board. And before you get the other variant of Omnimon. Now that would be cool. Another Andromon. More Melteranamon. More Electmon. More Kokakatorimon. More Oblivion Bird. More Chumon. More Breakdramon. The Red Greymon, which we finally got. Another Hyandramon. Blue Mat. I needed this one. And another Cupimon. Okay, guys. Final pack time. Let me count something here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. There's supposed to be anywhere from 8 to 10 shiny cards in a box. So hopefully this last one we end on a bang with the average of 9, because on average we see about 9 shinies per box. Let's see if we got one last shiny. Let's see if we can end this out on a bang with a red pack. Ball's Headmon. Oh my god. Okay, go ahead and take that out. Another Dark Tyrannomon. Sasaramon. Roaring Storm. Black Metal Greymon. V-Nova Blast. Agumon Expert. Quagamon. Taburamon is one we haven't seen. Similar to like Mana from Pokemon, but this has existed far longer than Mana has. Winds up being a bad guy in the cartoon series, but I always like this one. He's usually the start of many of the Dark Digimon family lines. Yeah, I see hints of a shiny there. Tinkermon again. Back for Revenge again. This is the first red tie card I've seen, and I need more of it, damn it. But that's a great pull. Alright, I see there's hints of a shiny card behind this one. So we got one more shiny card. But this is what I needed right here. This is Agumon's Tamer. He is the one that carries the Crest of Courage, and probably one of my favorite characters in anime history. Alright, let's see what we got. And we fucking go for goddamn gold! Hell yes! Time was a good luck charm for it! This is Wargreymon. This is Agumon's final form. Yes! Now, fun thing, this guy right here, Wargreymon, when crossed with Metal Garurumon right here, Metal Dog Boy, is how you make this big hulking thing in the anime. Fuck yes, I wanted a Wargreymon for, if nothing else, collection purposes. But I want to run this card. This is so cool. Oh, fuck yes. We ended tonight grand and great. This was awesome. Has some hella awesome pulls. The fucking box paid for itself easily twice over. Jesus Christ. Yes! Fuck yes! Oh my god, we have pulled some good shit tonight. This was fantastic. I'm glad y'all got to join on this crazy ass ride with me, cause holy shit. Just Jesus Christ. And for everyone talking about what the alternate art of this card looks like, I have a surprise for you. This is the alternate art. This is the expensive one. But, funnily enough, I do own the original art for this card, thanks to a friend of mine who helped me stack a couple of packs, and this is what I freaking pulled. Oh, yes, this was all good. This was all good. This was all good. This was a fantastic night. This was some great pulls. This was some great shit. Oh my freaking god. Ah, these were good. So, pulls for the night. The ultimate pulls that we had for the night were, of course, Omnimon. This was our big bad. This was like pulling Charizard in a Pokemon set. This is what you fucking wanted. This is the most expensive card. This is powerful. This is fun. This is pretty. Oh my god, there's our big one. Wargreymon is how we ended the night. Absolutely hype and excited for it. I've always been a Wargreymon fan. I was kind of sad that I hadn't seen one yet in the entire set. So pulling this one is hella good. Very excited. Going to try to build something around this one. We pulled 2 different versions of Metal Garurumon, which is always hype and exciting. One of which I will probably use. The other one I'm probably going to want it trading off to a friend of mine who's in dire need. Titties. We pulled Magna Andromon. Another good card, one of the better cards for the yellow decks. Pulled a goddamn secret rare in the same fucking box. Super pretty, super hyped for this one. Diaboromon, one of my favorites, but I had to have the sad realization that he's not going to be able to do anything. But I love him and I'll find a way to make him do something. And Seraphimon, the King of the Angels. Absolutely loved it. This was great. We had some awesome fucking pulls. The only things I didn't get that I was hunting down for is I didn't get Machinedramon or Lilithmon, but I now at least have trade fodder to go find him if I need him. As well as I still need... We pulled Wargreymon, but we didn't pull the variation of him I need for play. But I think I'm going to try to make do anyway, because I like this art for this one better than the other one. So we'll see how it goes. But yes, probably sometime next week, I will probably be joining in with either Mari or Ethan. If we can find a way to work things to schedule. I've already been talking to both of them about possibly doing something for Digimon. We may do a how to play a stream for this card game, as well as you'll get to see some actual matches. Or both. Or both. Both are possible too. So do be looking forward to that. We also will probably have Gurgit, which is my brother. He'll probably also pop in. Now, the way these are going to work when we do them, they will be done remotely. We'll still be playing with actual cards, but it'll be using this setup. Where we're playing and you're going to see video footage of both sides. This way we don't have to go and interact in person, which I know is sad because that's what you do when you play a card game. But I literally don't want anybody getting sick. But this way it also makes it where if it goes well and you guys ever wind up with Digimon cards and you want to play against us, we can also do stuff like that. Also, big highlight of the night. I now have this many Pumpkinmon. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 Pumpkinmon right here. Super excited. I've got enough to fill up 2 pages. Ugh. Oh, I'm dying. Oof. That sucked. Sneezing sucked. Sneezing ASMR. Okay, wait, before we go, because we always seem to have like an effed up moment kind of type day. A discovery has been made. I was watching another YouTuber today, and he was going through and looking through weird shit you find on YouTube. There are... I mean, I get it. I have always known in the back of my head that there's like a kink for everything, but there are apparently coughing and sneezing kinks that entire channels on YouTube are dedicated to. I advise you not to look this up because it'll hurt your soul. But you can look. Yeah, I shit you not, Remy. I shit you not. I didn't know this until like 4-ish hours ago. Yeah, I shit you not. No, that's apparently a thing. That's a real legit thing. Yeah, it's just like I'm like, okay. I already knew there was some weird ass shit. There was like coughing and sneezing ones. There's ones for simply just making a business suit messy and tearing up a business suit. Like, what? Yeah, an entire kink dedicated to busting up a perfectly fine, expensive ass suit. This surprises me none. I've heard of weirder things. I've heard of weirder things too. I've heard of weirder things too. It's just that's just not something that dawned on me. Like the same person who like went on about like because they found one for like monster feet, and that one like I was not surprised at all. This dude was like completely surprised about it, and I was like, no. It was really bad because he like as he's looking through it, he found a video that ironically enough had War Greymon feet in it, and I fucking died. I was like, that's going to do with the stuff we're playing today. I will kid shame coughing and sneezing. Honestly, I probably would too. Like, I'm like what you like, but Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's something you got today. Get to live with that in your heads for a night. Have at it. Monster Feet is not surprising the least. No, that one's not. Like I just laughed at the dude for like freaking over that one. I was like, man, you live a sheltered life. And then he showed me two others. I was like, oh, apparently I am sheltered too. Many much love to you. Have them nightmares. Pleasant nightmares to you all. Imagine getting hard off of someone being sick. Couldn't be me. No, like that's what bothers me. And see, like they had like different types of coughs, like deep, throaty, wet sounding cough, dry cough, like dust based cough. Like what? Not all of them apparently were about being sick, but man, they wanted to hear you cough. I'm like, should have been a doctor, I guess, but I don't want that doctor working on me. Now cough for me. No, take me to dinner first. See, I've been exposed to this shit. I've been exposed to like some weird ass shit. Shit that I can't ever erase. That I wish I could. But the coughing and sneezing one through me. I've been exposed to like the most bizarre shit ever. And get your guy exam. It's gonna pop into your head now. Yeah, no. Like, nope. I'm gonna literally tell him it's like you need to take me to dinner first. But I've said that before anyway because they're in a sensitive area. It's like going for this, like yo, because like literally last time I had an examination, like there was no like warning, no nothing, cold hand, just yeet. I damn near jumped out of my skin, but I couldn't go very far because he had me. I literally told that man he better fucking take me to dinner. He didn't find me funny. I didn't find him humorous either. So yeah, that's our end of the night. Let me see if I can find a good raid target for us all. Let's see what we got. I hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope y'all enjoyed today and all the weird ass shenanigans and shit we got into. Lord, yeet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see. Here's someone I actually don't think I've ever raided. He's someone I know, but I don't think I've ever raided him. But apparently he just ended. Well, shit. Shit. Oh, let's see. What else we got? Oh, there we go. We got Kenny the Neo Kid. We haven't seen him in a while. Let's go see Kenny the Neo Kid. We haven't seen Kenny in a long time. Let's go check out, see what Kenny's doing. What are you doing, Kenny? What are you playing for us? They're playing Smash Brothers. Let's go show them some love. Smash is like shopping on Black Friday. It kind of is. Damn. They're playing Smash Brothers, so let's go ahead and go see them. Let's see what we got here. If they're there, are you there? Jump out of your skin during exam, call it CBT. Oh my god. Are you there? All I heard was a random thing about Christmas. I don't see him there. Well, that's not creepy at all. Yep, there he is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and raid Kenny. They're playing Smash. It's going to be a standard coffee raid. This has been Zombies Going On, your coffee-fueled gingerbread undead, and this has been an introduction to Digimon TCG. This has been a blast. I had an absolute blast with you guys. Thank you guys for coming, sitting, and chilling with us. Thank you for indulging in my weirdness of checking out cards. I hope you all had fun. I hope you all take care, and I will see all of you lovely peeps again tomorrow on Twitch for Weeb Saturday. Take care and pleasant nightmares to you all. Here's the link. Go, go, go. Go show them some love, peeps. Go, 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 go.